Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the interruption. You are now listening to the Our Truths podcast. We back. We definitely back. Took a little.
We had a little couple of nights.
I ain't gonna lie. October kind of like fucking me up right now. But yeah, we in the building, man. You know, keeping it light today. Got a very special guest, I would say. Introduce yourself and, you know, tell the people about you.
State your name, gangster.
My name is Kiki.
Do you love me?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That is the worst.
I know you tired of that shit.
I'm so fucking tired. I don't love anybody. The end. There you go. But yeah, I'm Kiki. I also have a podcast as well called Kinkswithkeke, where each week I talk about some freak shit. I pretty much outlandish shit that most people wouldn't really be into. Yeah.
So that's stuff that you're into?
Yeah, regular smegular girl who's into some kinky shit.
That's deep.
That's the best way to describe it.
So are you into all the kinks you talk about, or like are some of them just some of the ones that you wanna?
Or it's for play?
Majority of the ones that I've talked about thus far, I've experienced. And then I'll throw out some that I'm curious about or willing to try. So yeah.
Okay. So I listen.
Let's get to her bashing New York niggas.
Nah, hold on. We don't. Boy, it's a little break.
It was, huh?
Let's take a little break.
Now we gotta get right to it. Now I'm saying, we gotta stop beating around the bush.
I just want to talk a little more about your podcast. Like, so you originally started doing it by yourself.
I did.
And
yes.
then now you have.
I have Josh. He also
Josh
has a podcast. His podcast is called Talking Shit Podcast.
Okay.
I met him at the podcasting event with Queen and Jay. I don't know if you were there or not, or if you knew about it.
No.
But there's like a black podcast meetup that they do every year.
Okay.
They got like a podcast Illuminati, don't they?
It is almost.
Shit crazy.
It's
Hold
very,
on,
very,
time out.
like it's very
Yo, tell
private.
us about that rosé too. What you got from the rosé, man?
Yo, I'm trying to leave me alone, man. I'm trying not to drink hard liquor and shit no more.
Alright, my bad. Back to
Kudos,
Back to
because I need my whiskey. But yeah, so I met him.
South with an F. From the South.
I am. I'm Southern Belle. Well, that's what people call me. I just consider me being a girl from the South. I'm like a country. I can shoot you. I can like shoot shotguns.
Whoa, wow, we gotta get some violence.
Okay, that get violent. Like I believe in shotguns and rifles, but Anyway,
New York, we can't have long.
I noticed.
Yeah, sorry.
Meanwhile, my dad has a whole case full, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I met Josh and his producer at the meetup, and I was like, oh, I'm about to start a podcast. I'm not really sure because of what I'm talking about. And he was like, just fucking start it. So I was pretty much doing it by myself, and then me and him just kind of like collaborated and started recording together. So he's like the comic relief of the podcast because everything I'm giving is like informative and like educational, and then he comes in and says like some wild shit, and it's a beautiful balance. So I have Josh with me, and it's awesome.
Y'all got producers? Yo, we fucking sleeping, my nigga. We ain't got wait up,
Niggas gotta start their own session.
Shout out to Breach though, you know what I mean?
Bullshit. But nah, that's dope. Doing a podcast by yourself, I guess, could be like kind of difficult because it's like
not for me because I'm talking about what I know.
Talking about what you know.
And like that's the thing, like
but do you feel like you just having a conversation with yourself? Like,
no, because most of the time when I was doing it by myself, my roommate was actually listening, so it was literally like I was talking at someone, right? Okay. So it worked like really, really well. It was fun. I mean, I love having Josh with me now, but if I had to go back to doing alone, like I'm perfectly fine.
I'm gonna keep it a whole clip with you. I'm not doing it for dumb.
No.
I'm just I couldn't do it. Like I'm talking to myself.
But you have to have a topic. You know what I'm saying? Like you really have to have like a subject that you know well, and like what I'm talking about, I know from experience. So it's like, oh, let me tell you what the procedure is for this, and this is how I did it. So
okay, Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, she was the goal.
Sue Johnson.
Yes, Brother Sue. She was way ahead of her time.
All right, so we like to start off with, talking about just the bullshit that's going on out there in the Twitterverse and social media and all that. So recently, you know, Vic Mensa, I guess he did a freestyle for the BET Awards.
Yeah, I heard.
And he was talking, he made, I guess he had a bar in there about XXX Tentacion. And a lot of people don't really like how that went over.
I don't know why, nigga.
I feel like they don't like it because he's dead. Like nobody, honestly, I feel like nobody would have gave a fuck if he was alive and it was said. It would just been like a new beef and that was it.
But that's the point. He's dead. Like let that man rest in peace, right?
But I also saw like Vic Mensa put out a statement where he said it was recorded prior to XXX dying.
No.
So apparently,
I don't think
that's not what he said. He said he didn't know his mom was gonna be in the crowd or something like that.
Regardless of his mom being there, like if you're gonna say some wild shit, be prepared for anybody to either be watching or in the audience.
Right.
That's just that's how I looked at it anyway.
So don't you think his apology was like half-assed then? Like if he was like, I know
it's
his mom was gonna be
like
there.
when I listened, I was like, I get it.
Like I wouldn't have said that if his mom was there, but she was gonna see it on BET anyway.
Like he basically said that, and he was like, I said what I said regardless.
Yeah, basically.
Like he was like, I'm still gonna stand by what I said, and I feel like in some degree he's right, because just thinking about everything that's going on now with like Me Too and like Bill Cosby. Like, when you talk about a man doing it, you get shunned.
Bill Cosby from Me Too? Like, he a whole entity?
No, but, you know, like, Bill is like, you know, Uncle Bill. Like, it's him going...
about my father.
Like, right, him going to prison and stuff. But, like, basically, it's, you know, if a man does it, the men, they try to be like, hush, 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 don't talk about it. That's bullshit. But then when a woman speaks up about it, she gets shunned. So it's kind of like I got what he said, but he was like, yo, I said what I said, regardless. And I feel him on that. Like, it sucks. Sorry that your mom was in the audience, but at the same time, like, it needs to be, like, talked about because people don't want to talk about it.
I want to know what he said in his bar. I need to hear this freestyle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we ain't going to see it till the hip-hop awards come out.
I need to know. You know what I'm saying? I can't really even dive into it without knowing what he said. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that he said some offensive shit. Okay. But only the people that was there know what the fuck he said.
Right.
So we all out here just
waiting.
We waiting and we just basically fucking judging them before we even hear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So my question, just to generalize it, is it okay to talk about people in death? Like, is it okay to talk about the bad things people did in death? Like,
I personally feel like it is, and that's just my opinion. Like, my grandmother just passed away. And thank you. God rest her soul, but my grandmother was not a saint. And we are aware that she wasn't a saint. Like, we're not going to, you know, say anything disrespectful or get out of pocket. But while she was here, while anybody was here before they passed, they were human.
Right.
So let's not neglect the fact that a person passed away puts all their wrongdoings to the side. Like, you still did what you did. I mean, I don't want to say sorry that you're dead, but it's, you know, it's sad that they're dead.
You don't really sound sad, but okay.
It's sad that they passed away, but they were human while they were still living. So you can't be like, oh, they were such a good person if they really weren't, just because they're dead. Like, no.
Damn, just let them rock, bro.
I'm saying not. But like you said,
rest in peace.
But
don't forget they were human when they were still here. Like, people did they shit. They just happened to have died.
Talk about them no more. You know what I'm saying? I say leave the dead alone, you know what I'm saying? Just leave them alone, man. They not here, leave them alone. That's my point.
I mean, I kind of, like, tread both sides of the water only because, yeah, like, when, say it's like a street nigga, right? And he gets shot, like, and people be like, oh, it's so sad he died. Like, I don't have that street nigga. I don't have that empathy or sympathy.
You should have
for
that
a nigga that's killing niggas
out the board. They're gonna say the same thing about Bill.
I mean, yeah, he might have did some good things. Like, he might have did some good things. He might have protected people to a certain extent. But
let's not forget,
that's all I'm saying. Nigga. Don't glorify it. Don't glorify his life.
Right.
Yeah.
So to speak.
That's my thing.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think you should glorify a person's life I mean, if you a street nigga and then you happen to die by the same shit you were doing, yeah, don't glorify it.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say throw mud on a nigga after he already got
but you know, still acknowledge the fact, like you said, if he was a street nigga, he was a street nigga. He dead. But he was a street nigga. You can't forget the fact that they did shit when they were alive in death.
Right.
Because we still have the memories that linger.
True.
Versus him or her, they can't really, they don't have a...
They don't have a voice.
Yeah, they don't have a say in the fight.
Yeah, they don't have a voice. It's over.
You don't have to say anything like you said. Don't throw them in the mud, but still don't.
In the mud.
Yeah, don't forget the fact that they still did shit.
I mean, all right. So and just to touch on, because you brought up Bill Cosby, right?
Yeah, I got to talk about my father.
Oh, Uncle Bill.
It's so funny that
I don't even want to do it.
because it's. I mean, do we forget that men and women get together and get high sometimes? Like, did we forget that?
Lightly,
you on a tread
real lightly.
No, but what I'm saying is, no, because what I'm saying is, I feel like from what I remember, there was a few cases where I think one of the women was like, it happened to her twice. So it was like, you got high with Bill, and then got high with him again?
Okay, there's accountability.
Maybe she didn't get high the second time or the first time on purpose.
But regardless, that doesn't give him right to fuck her without her consent.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true. I agree with that. But what I'm saying
everybody's accountable. She did it a second time, but at the same time, just because that's the whole purpose of Me Too. Just because I'm out here half naked, thotting and trying, or I'm drunk, I'm high, don't mean you
right. But get to if I invite you to my hotel room to get high,
what you think on
but
that?
you not expected. What do you mean? Like, you're not... Okay, I come to your hotel and get high, so now I'm expected to have sex with you because...
Pretty much.
Why?
Because you came there. You know you
because
came
there's just some things that you can assume.
Right.
Like, let's be serious. No, but let's be serious. Let's be serious. If a nigga fly you out to Jamaica this weekend, you don't think the nigga expecting to fuck?
Hey, I know a dude that flew out to see a girl in another country and he still didn't fuck.
But
he paid for. Why did that make him lame though?
I'm not gonna say it make him lame. Shit happens. But what I'm saying is he went with the assumption that he was gonna fuck. Right or wrong?
But why do men have that assumption?
Because we niggas.
Exactly.
No. We're not gonna just pretend.
Really?
We not gonna just pretend
you like them down south niggas.
Oh, down
they
south
don't act
niggas
the same
is trash.
way.
Midwest niggas is trash. West Coast niggas is trash. Not all, but the vast majority. That is what I say.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. First of all, you ain't gonna do black men like that. Cause we host.
Well, black men don't really want anything to do with me, and I'm a black woman, so.
What the fuck?
Really?
All the black men I know, like my whole. I'm not gonna say my whole office, but majority of my office, they are women that are other. Either they're like Hispanic or they're literally other. They're like multiple races. And I'm like, who's your husband? She's like, oh, him. And then she showed me this black dude. And then the other one's like, oh, this is my ex-husband. Who is black dude? And I'm like, oh, well, black dudes don't want nothing to do with me because they too busy dating y'all.
I see you have the bad assumption right there. That doesn't have nothing to do with you.
This is not an assumption. Keep in mind, I haven't been in New York long, but I've been in New York almost 2 years. That's long enough to get a feel for men and to actively date as well. And I've been getting the same result lately, but so.
What result was that?
Because I don't want to fuck you before I know your last name. They ghost. Niggas love to ghost.
Yo, he gave you his first name.
And so I'm supposed to fuck you?
His street name is Boogie, but he gave you his real first name.
And you're like, yo, I'm trying to come over and chill. Nah, bro, I'm good. Enjoy.
And he can't come over and chill.
No, you ain't even took me out on a date, but you automatically want the pussy. What are you working for these days? Niggas don't work for anything.
I know you want the pussy if you just want to come over and chill.
You
said.
Then you just say, it's expected.
But you said.
It's expected if a dude come over to my house, or if I go over to a dude's house, or hotel room, or whatever. Oh, the assumption
Nah, you don't go to a hotel room and don't think you give him the box.
Oh my
That's
God.
a fact.
No.
I don't care. You know,
go to the telly?
And then you not giving the box up? Oh, nah, man. I'm not paying. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying $60
got a nice
for 4 hours.
Nah, that's
okay, so
damn, not a short
are you saying in general? So, like, let's say you on vacation and you're at the hotel and you meet someone while on vacation and they come to your hotel and they're in the same hotel as you, but you expecting them to fuck because they came to your room?
Nah,
that's different. That's different. That's a whole different.
How is that different?
That's too many variables.
But she came to the room.
Nah, but we both on vacation. So it's not like technically a date. We out there. You came to my room. My room
so
is
she expected
3
to
floors.
fuck? Right.
Nah, that's different.
How is that different? It's the same scenario.
That's different if I'm in Miami and you in New York and I be like, yo, I'm gonna pay for your tickets so you to come out here and chill.
Well, I'm not that type, so I mean, I know it's some women out here living that life. They all over the country, all over the world because a nigga flew them out. But I'm like,
I ain't flying nobody.
I don't want to be flown out, so I'm with you.
But my thing is, if a dude try to fly you out, you know what he expected, right?
Nah.
You don't know what he expected.
Okay, so this like some random nigga that's like, I'm gonna fly you out. You so hard.
You just
maybe I went on. All right, y'all went on. Y'all went on 2 dates. Y'all went on 2 dates. Yeah, I went on 2 dates.
Too strong,
and
too
then
nice
like,
days.
yo,
Oh,
he's like, yo, I'm going to Miami.
Pull up.
I got a ticket for you. What's up?
In New York term, that means to come out there. Pull up.
First off, okay, so for the record, I dated a guy here almost 3 years who was born and raised in Brooklyn. I already know how New York niggas think and talk, okay? I already know.
You ain't dating no niggas from uptown?
Nah, I love niggas.
Yo, what's up with you?
You gotta get you uptown, nigga. Harlem,
like, they
BX.
so fucking, this is what I like about Harlem niggas. Like, Harlem niggas are so fucking cocky, but it's like a sexy cocky. Like, they're real arrogant, so.
What we not gonna do is bash Brooklyn niggas. That's all we not gonna do.
Okay, well, the Brooklyn nigga I had was trash, but hey, if it wasn't
you dealt with him for 2 years.
But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my podcast. So thank you for being a trash nigga.
You must like rock.
Dude that you first.
This is the dude that all of my experiences have come from.
Come on.
So
was he black?
Was he black? Like, people don't believe like black
Kiki.
people in the freak shit. I'm like, yeah, we really are. We out here, but nobody knows. So I
yo, you hard. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. You hard to date with your name like that.
Kiki.
Kinks by Kiki or some shit like that.
Kinkswithkeke.
You hard to date. Like a nigga gonna always. Yo,
you know what? I'm getting that a lot.
Yeah,
Niggas like, I'm too vanilla for you, and I was like, you know what? You're probably right. I'll be bored anyway. So.
But my thing is, all right. So since you feel that way, why wouldn't you date?
Yo, all right.
I'm fun. Like,
You might. I'm not saying you're not fun or nothing. I'm saying you hard to date, meaning that we're gonna have a perception of you off the rip. Like we're gonna think a certain way about you. Like, oh, she probably a little nasty. Like, but it's
okay,
a good nasty.
I'm about to say you gotta break that down.
Hold on, it's hold on.
Don't mean I'm out here slutting it out.
Right, but
so.
the perception of that may seem like, yo, you might be out here. That's just like, all right.
Because I like.
But that's an immature way of thinking.
Or is it because I'm open
about
perception.
It? It's perception. Perception is greater than reality. So that's like if like when strippers be like, oh, I can't find a nigga that's gonna hold me down. Mom, you have a job where you strip in front of niggas every night. I'm gonna look at you a certain way. I'm sorry.
But you can't
I'm not
compare
you,
us.
Mel. I'm not you. I know you are. Nah, it's cool with me. You know, everything. I'm not you, my nigga. I'm just saying. But the perception is like, yo, you might be doing a little more for that bread.
But see,
not with you in your way, but you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing.
We're gonna try to beat more
you
than
don't
just try to,
know
you know what
shit
I'm saying?
about me until I tell you.
You're right, but
like,
your name is Kinkswithkeke.
It absolutely is, but that is not my government name.
We know that.
And I have like a whole corporate America job. So it's like on like Wall Street. So nobody knows this side of me unless I get to know them well enough to even trust them to tell them.
So you really on some 50 Shades of Grey shit.
Yeah, I'm very, for the most part, like
Miss Gray, Christina Gray.
For the most part, it's like, you know, if I tell you I'm into it and you're not with it, then that's cool because I've experienced that too. But okay, I'm not gonna change who I am to satisfy you, so you can go. Because there's other people who are out here who with it.
All right, let me ask you a question. Damn, we just deviate off topic.
Yeah.
But. All right, say if a person listens to your podcast,
okay.
Right? So they're gonna know a little more than the average person, would you say? They try to talk about you than the average person
right.
meet you in the street.
They would, but they would never know my face. That's the thing.
Until today.
Well, I've been recorded before, but like a lot of people I know really aren't even podcast listeners.
She
so
might
they're
put
like,
a mask on. I thought you were gonna be like Kodak Black in here. Had a mask in the back pocket.
No.
But yeah, they're gonna know a little more about you.
Yeah.
Like, so do you think those kind of people, like, are they intimidated to talk to you, or do they talk to you a certain way? Do they come at you a certain way?
They don't come. I get approached normally, and then if I get to the point where I tell you what I'm into sexually, then we go from there.
Okay.
But I really prefer to like meet like-minded individuals, which I'm starting to find out now is a lot more common than I thought. So I don't think I'll be.
You thought you was on a unicorn, huh?
I didn't think I was a unicorn, but I'm just like, oh, okay, y'all really out here. Like, I'm exploring and finding out that people are like really into some kinky shit that I would have never thought that were into kinky shit. So.
Black people?
Yes, black people.
Nah. Why do you think black people not into shit?
I know, hold on. Person of color into this.
Why do you think black people not
into our last show we had with the whole phase.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
You was like, oh, white girls, they're more, they with the shits.
But they are though.
So that means hold on, you just
no. What I'm saying is that it's you. I feel like other cultures, period, are more open.
Because it's taboo in the black culture.
Because it's taboo. Like, we from the hood, like, it's taboo. Like,
shit. Look, I'm out here trying to live my best life. I can't shadow or like cover myself or hinder myself from happiness because black people not supposed to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying black people not supposed to do it.
There's a lot of black people that should do it. Like, people out here making money from just being kinky.
Yo.
Not porn.
That's another topic I don't want to dig into, but man, this shit be crazy.
So can we ask what you into?
Pick a topic and I'll tell you if I'm into it or not. Wait a minute now.
Okay, so from listening to your podcast and listening to you on other podcasts, the relationship you talking about, you was in like a dom sub.
I was.
Right.
Yep.
Hold on. Who was the dom? I just want to know.
He was the dom. I was submissive.
He was walking around like a dog.
No. I'm looking for one.
You looking for somebody
I'm looking for a male sub.
You looking for
eventually I'll be looking, but right now I just need a break from men in general because whoop child, mess.
So would you peg a nigga?
Nah, I'm not into pegging. Like, I know women who, you know, I went on Horrible Decisions, and you know Mandy, she lives for the pegging. Like, I'm not, and I had a dude in Jersey City who worked on Wall Street and was like, yo, I'll pay you to peg me. And he really wanted, me to, like, peg
fellas,
him.
We gotta stop.
I'm not here for that, though.
I mean, that's what you into.
Yeah, right. No, you don't shame.
I'm not shaming. You ain't see me say I ain't shame nobody.
So you gotta stop.
But I told him politely, I was like, I'm not into pegging. Good luck on your search and finding someone who is. It's not for me. I mean, I know some women who like it.
So you tried it?
Have I ever tried to peg a man? No. Never. No, I don't want to. Like, you know, again.
So you don't, being that, we can say you open-minded, you don't feel like that's a closed-minded thing?
With me, I just don't have a preference to do it. Like, it does nothing for me. I don't get turned on by the thought of pegging a man. So I'm like, why would I even? I'm not selfish. Really?
Well, I'm asking because you said it does nothing for you.
I've never really met a dude like that I'm with on that level who wants to be pegged.
Oh, okay. Oh, so being that it was just like a one-off, he was like,
yeah, I want you to peg me. Like, you seem like you're pretty into it. I was like, not once did I ever mention on any episode that I was pegging niggas. Never.
Oh, niggas slid in your DM or something?
Yes.
Yo, I can imagine her DMs.
Oh, my DMs are insane.
I don't even want to know.
Like, I'm not even going to tell what I got.
Nah, you got to tell now. You said.
So I got a DM from a guy who was into pegging, and he sent me some outlandish photos of him and his girlfriend. And I'm like, all right, thanks.
That's wicked.
Like, it wasn't a video, it was pictures.
It's a picture.
Like, he's into, like, chastity and, like, pegging and anal play. So I'm like,
all right, let's get back to what you like doing.
Okay. Don't
Sorry.
do that. But I'm into a lot. Like, not anything too crazy or that'll, like, you know, cause, like, damage or cutting and bleeding. Because there's a lot of people into, like, knife play where they're into being cut and, like, blood play with needles. I'm not with that shit.
Okay.
And I'm not judging anybody who's into it. I just don't like pain like that. I don't want to be stuck with, like, 1 million needles in 2 hours and, like, you take a picture and then you still got to take them shits out. Right. And you got to take them out. And I'm like, no. And then, you know, I'm weird. As crazy as it is, I'm like a germaphobe, too. Like, you exposing my body to that much with people around. Think about it. With people who do needle play, it's usually exposed. Like, they're doing it in an audience.
Oh,
so you got me open, and it's like 50 other people behind me watching me. I don't know what they have. They can have cold, they can have flu, and I'm out here just open. That's what creeps me out. Yeah.
Right.
Not like because you
just
get
cold.
So what do you say is the most painful thing that you might have done?
I was cane. like with the cane. Like I was spanked with a cane. That shit was
like a walking cane.
No, like a bamboo cane.
Big Daddy cane? Big Daddy cane?
Shut up. But it was
I don't even know if I'm ready for this episode. It's the first one back, my nigga. This is what you do?
We got to come back strong, baby.
Knew what he signed up for.
Come back strong.
But I was cane.
We didn't get to the topics yet. Yo, go ahead, Eddie.
A cane. So yeah, that was the most painful. Like
in your back or your ass?
My
or?
ass.
All right.
It was
in the
like
same
this.
spot
It was like this
repeatedly?
thin. It was like all over. So I had like bruises, like black and blue and green bruises for probably.
Okay, and
like
this
2
one
months.
you was like.
2 months?
I feel like
Yeah, because it was bad. Like we did it for like 2 hours, and I'm light skinned. Come on now.
It was like you needed like a week to like.
I needed like a week to recover
like,
because I couldn't sit down for a minute. Like I had to sit on pillows, and my coworkers was like, "Why the fuck you got this?" I was still living in North Carolina.
Oh, you went to work.
I went to work. I mean, it was over the weekend. Like I still function. Like I do wild shit.
Evidently, you didn't function if you had pillows under your ass.
Well, I mean, I functioned. Like I still went to work. What am I gonna do? Called out because I got spanked?
You ain't get spanked.
No, I would figure that's something you take a vacation for.
Word, I thought you were
Let me
away
take a
for
couple
that.
personal sick days or something.
No, I'm a masochist, so I'm with it.
Okay.
So, all right, I just want to know what made you want to cane.
It was something he wanted to do, and I
said,
was with it. Yeah. I don't say yes to everything, but if I'm interested in it, why not? Especially with somebody I'm in a committed relationship with.
So did he like get the cane and swing like a baseball
No,
bat?
he was like
like a paddle,
like a weightlifter, so he had strength anyway. It was like with his hand, like in like a wrist type flinging motion. I still have like I know it sounds crazy, but if I take a picture, like if I'm in a bathing suit and there's a flash, you can still see like underneath the bruises, and that was last year.
So it was worth it?
It was fun as fuck. Don't make that face. See, you weren't ready for me. I know.
I'm keeping the whole clip. I wasn't ready.
Man.
He's aware of my page.
I wasn't ready.
He's aware of my Twitter, so he's already know like I'm with the shit.
Yeah, I try to follow you, but I don't. Yeah. Sometimes I miss some of the things. I miss the cane part. Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, I talked about it. I don't really post anything with me on it because like people are creeps. Like I can't even. I'm afraid to do live shows. Right, but I'm afraid to do live shows because people. I don't mean freaky. Like I mean people are creeps. Like I can fear for my safety of it. Right. So I have to be really mindful because it's
you need security and shit. You do a live
That's so bad. I don't want all that. I just want to be happy like everybody else doing live shows. But then,
okay.
I don't even know where to go at.
Yeah, can we go back to get back to the thing. I don't know.
We don't get back to music. No, we can't get back to music.
Yo, matter of fact, before we even dig deep into the rest of our wild topics with Kiki, that shit is another level. We gotta shout out the giveaway winners. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shout out to the Spill Tea podcast. They show a whole bunch of love. You know what I mean? I was on their live the other day. They was on their live the other day. Shout out to them. And what's her name?
Trini Bees.
Breeze. It's Breeze. I think she a Saints fan because she posts some when Drew Brees broke the record, she posted some Saints shit. Shout out to Trini Breeze. Even though it took me a minute to go find her, I found her. I gave her the AirPods. We appreciate y'all. She been showing a lot of love to all her friends, and she got some followers that follow our shit, and we appreciate that. So shout out to Trini Breeze and Spill Tea podcast, and we are gonna do another giveaway.
We're gonna do another one,
but we're gonna do a bigger giveaway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For everybody can jump in it or whatever. And
some people felt excluded.
Yeah, people felt excluded because we kept it New York based only. So we might branch out coming soon sometime, but we appreciate all our followers and we want to say thank you to that.
Yeah. So we gave away some 2 pair of AirPods.
I saw.
Yeah, so just trying show some love.
You wasn't on the show yet, so
show some love. Show some love, you know what I mean, to the people. The holidays coming up. Why not?
Yeah, it was Christmas early, you know what I mean?
Show that we appreciate, the listeners that we
our
got.
listeners, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Inspiring me. I gotta get like a kink box together.
You gonna get a paddle?
I'll put some
dominatrix
in there.
shit?
Look, I'm a dominatrix for Halloween, so I can't wait. If I can find a dude that'll walk around.
Yeah, I don't even know how can we even talk about it? Yo, what the fuck?
I didn't mean to throw you off that.
Yo, man. Oh, hold on. I do want to say something.
Right.
Yo, white people gotta chill.
Of course.
They gotta relax.
What?
Calling the cops for every simple.
Okay, the shit in Brooklyn.
This shit
bullshit.
is getting out of hand.
The shit in Brooklyn.
Like, white people, y'all gotta understand. We're here. Black people, we're here. You know what I'm saying? You can't get rid of us. Even though I know y'all want to, but you can't. If you really scared of us like that, I think you gotta move somewhere. Move to South Dakota,
take your ass out of fucking Brooklyn. Simple.
You know what I'm saying? But that lady,
yeah,
she went.
Really asked for them to come to Brooklyn. Right?
That lady, nah,
she.
We gotta coexist, man. We gotta use the same store. It's nothing wrong for you to call a cops on a 9-year-old.
And that baby just brushed her, and the store was packed.
And it was his book bag.
Yeah.
It wasn't
book
even.
bag.
And then she said he grabbed her. He found her.
First off, you didn't know ass to grab.
Did you see the video when they found her when she was in the store again?
I was looking at.
I had to
you said again.
No, she was in the store again. They showed her the video of the kid just walking by.
Oh wow!
And she was like, "Oh, I just want to say, to that young man, you know his name?" She's talking to the news reporter. She's like, "No, I know his name. I want to say, I want to apologize." And then somebody, "Oh, we don't need no fucking apology. They just do it all the time."
Facts.
But yo, white people, y'all gotta chill. Y'all can't call the cops for everything.
Yo, you from Brooklyn? Is that actually a Caribbean accent, my nigga?
I'm American, man.
So, alright.
You know what I'm saying? I'm American. I can't. My bad.
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, both of y'all have thick accents anyway, so.
And you don't?
We have an accent.
I know I have an accent.
Yeah, we hear that.
What kind of accent do I have?
We hear
I have a New York accent.
We hear that collard green, hog monk accent, cornbread, all that accent.
Country
You know what I'm
bread
saying?
and cornbread
some,
bed.
You look like you make some mean greens for the.
Look, I'm trying to hit up my ex's mom. Like, girl, can I get a bushel of greens? Thanksgiving's coming up. Just like that.
Mean green. Like you bring a potato salad or something.
It's hard though because I don't eat meat or dairy, so Thanksgiving is gonna be a struggle in the South, people.
Okay.
I'm struggling. Like I don't even know how I'm gonna eat when I go home for Christmas.
Yo, just get some tofu.
Don't try to play. What you not gonna do?
My man eats.
I'm not vegan.
Tofurkey. He eats. That's what it's called.
I don't know if I want
I'm
that. I don't know if I want that.
Yo, my man, I work when he eats tofurkey.
I think I might just do sides and just be happy.
I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it.
It might not be how you pronounce it.
Turkey.
It's tofurkey. I think it's
Nigga say like you don't want no parts of that. Like, no,
I don't.
Chicken.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke with that. You know what I'm saying? But he enjoys it. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little kale salad or something. Graze outside.
I'm eating greens. Collard greens.
Collard greens?
Collards. That's what we call it.
Collards.
We don't do collards.
I like collards too. You know what I mean?
Dude, neck bones or turkey wings?
I don't do neck bones.
Turkey wings?
Turkey wings,
I
bro.
don't do turkey wings.
But I'm saying, they gotta cook it with something.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Tofurkey.
No, fuck no. It is no seasoning. Like, I was thinking about doing liquid smoke. Low key. Like, when you get the flavor.
Kinky.
You like gravy?
No,
it's like
gravy? It's this, like,
liquid smoke.
You get this, like, the flavor of meat without the meat. So you can get, like, bacon, applewood, mesquite, like.
It's like hookah?
No, it's liquid.
It's
liquid.
Hookah's liquid too. And that little, when they got their own personal shit, that's liquid, right?
Oh, you know, like the bacon?
Yeah, the bacon, that's liquid.
I gotta figure it out. Thanksgiving.
They got hookah flavor. They got
bye.
They got meat flavor hookah pause. Yo, this is crazy. Niggas gonna be like, yo, what you smoking?
Look, Whole Foods has everything. Vegans and vegetarians are making a way. Like you still want to eat normal.
Oh, so you're a vegetarian?
I'm a vegetarian.
First of all, we know about Whole Foods.
Oh, you said you're not a vegan.
I'm not a vegan because
but you don't eat meat and dairy.
I still eat sugar.
So you eat dairy being a vegetarian?
No, I stopped eating dairy by choice. Not because I was like, oh, I want to go vegan. No. It was a choice. It was a health choice.
Yeah.
I'm scared as fuck to go back. I want to go back to dairy. I'm scared. I'm gonna get sick.
I can't give up cheese.
You can't.
I'll be fake.
That was my big struggle.
First of all,
it's the butter.
It's certain things I can't give up. Chicken, never.
You can give up chicken.
Nah, no, I can't.
Well, I mean, I grew up 10 minutes from a chicken plant. Purdue chicken, that's why I don't fuck with it.
Well,
I tell anybody, like, when they say they eat Purdue chicken up here,
I seen that shit on What the Health. You was down there, over there.
I was like, ew, why would y'all eat Purdue chicken? Man. I know what they do with that chicken. So good.
I'm not. Yo, first of all, chicken's the nastiest animal to eat from. When I was down
Next
south.
to pork?
Do you know chickens eat anything?
Do you know pigs eat themselves?
Chickens will eat their own
pigs
shit.
Out here really eating their own babies. Like
chickens will eat their own shit.
What do you think they feed chickens? like at chicken houses and plants they feed them, they call them protein plants. Y'all know I'm Southern, I'm break it down. They call them protein plants.
In the South, we had chicken coop.
Everything that's gutted from the chicken that's not meat, they grind it, make it protein, make it feed, and they feed it back to the chickens. Why do you think you have chicks that are like the size of literally an egg, and like 2 weeks later they're like bigger than a fucking basketball?
Now that's only at BBQs.
That's actually. I like BBQs.
Oh, that's only at BBQs. That's
big ass
wings. That's where those wings are at, baby girl. Those only BBQs. You know what I'm saying?
Them chickens, they be having them chickens in the gym, B.
But them henny wings, them Hennessy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, so
let's get this shit
All right, so fuck it. Let's go there. So you're into like your kinks and shit like that. So
damn, son, you just went straight there.
I mean, look, there isn't anything you can say to offend me.
How would you feel?
Unless you out here trying to call me a slut or something.
No. How would you? No, we're not.
I don't know.
But see, let me say this before you start. Right. Just because I'm into freaky shit don't mean I'm fucking everybody doing freak shit.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm not.
You can't fuck a standard. You can't fuck a nigga and be standard.
I can definitely fuck a regular dude. I was.
And be standard?
I was fucking a regular dude.
And be standard?
It was perfectly fine. It's just sex. Like
No, I'm talking about you fucking a regular dude and you're not being kinky at fucking nigga. You just being standard.
Like, I'm not right. I'm not saying like okay, you gotta bring out a paddle and another person for me to have sex with you. No, that's not the case. I don't need.
Might be lit.
I don't. Well, look, I've had threesomes, so I don't need that to function sexually. It's a bonus.
All right, question.
Okay.
So, being as you're this kinky individual, like, do regular sex just whack for you?
No, not at all.
All right.
It's still sex. I mean, if the sex is whack, then it's gonna bore the fuck out.
I don't mean nothing. It could be like you're so into something else. That if you have a nigga that's just fucking you regular.
I was having regular vanilla sex with the person that I was kinky with as well. It's not always about like chains and being paddled and being beaten. It's
not every day.
No.
I'm just saying, if you implement it like if we doing something wild once a week or some shit like that, but then you go to a nigga that you just I just want regular sex. A nigga that's just boring, then you gonna be like, yo, can you fuck with the boring nigga?
My thing is you have to be willing to compromise with me. Like, the last dude that I was involved with, he was willing to compromise. And this isn't my ex. Like, I'm so far removed from my ex. But this was, like, a recent guy. And he knew about me. He knew about the podcast. And he was cool with it. And he would incorporate little kinky shit into vanilla sex. And that made me happy. Because I'm like, now you're getting your regular sex.
Oh, so he had Napoleon.
No.
It wasn't vanilla, it was Napoleon. He threw a little something in a little strawberry and shit.
Really? Yes. But that's what he did, and it worked perfectly because
I'm the clown of the show.
He's getting his regular sex, and I'm getting what I want kinky, so we're happy.
So, all right.
It works. Trust me. You don't have to be. You can't be one or the other. You can be both. Okay. Well, you can be one or the other, but you can also be both and be perfectly happy.
So, do you feel like? So, my question is. Would it be okay for you to date someone that can only orgasm if you had to date kinky shit?
That would be a problem for me. I don't think I could date a person like that. Because I don't need kinky shit all the time to orgasm. If it's, added a few times a week or a few times a month, I'm cool. But every time we got to do something kinky for you to come, that's going to be a problem. Like, it really is. I'm sorry. Like, I don't require you to, like, tie me up and, like, strangle me just to get off. We could just have a quickie and I'd be happy.
Right.
But if you need me to, like, I don't know, slap you and, like, punch you in the balls just to come, that's a problem.
You did that?
No, never!
That should sound like it came from experience.
I mean, I would, but I haven't done it.
Niggas in the balls and shit?
Yo, this is crazy.
I want a submissive.
So being that you said you into threesomes, would you, like, date a girl?
I've dated girls.
Like, relationship.
Like a whole relationship.
It wasn't a whole relationship.
All right. Are you into polygamy?
No, I'm not. Because here's the thing. I know that sounds wild, and I'm always like, if you listen to my podcast, I'm like, I am so against polygamy. But I don't, no shade to anybody who does it. My ex had 3 submissives, myself included. That is.
I remember that story.
At the same time?
I remember that story.
At the same time. So it's like threesomes, foursomes. Well, When I say he's a trash nigga, I don't mean like what we were doing was trash. I mean he's a bad human being. He's a bad person.
All right, we don't gotta go to the bad person.
Yeah, like bad people and trash niggas is different. But yeah, so it was 3 of us. He wasn't a pimp.
I'm talking about being a pimp.
Like he wasn't a pimp, but he had 3 submissives, and it was all of us, and he couldn't handle it.
That's a lot.
Okay, then don't fucking do it.
That's true.
Plain and simple. But if you want your cake,
you can't do that.
I mean, I do it one time for the
experience. If you want your
but
cake, pie, and your chips, and you want to eat them all too, then you got to be able to handle them.
Because he was hoping y'all was on 3 different cycles.
No. He was hoping that all 3 of us got along with one another and would do everything we wanted to do for him.
Yeah, did it? Did you?
No, it didn't work. Because he couldn't, like, if you have 3 women in your life that you're acting
strong enough. Pimp hand wasn't strong enough.
People fall to the wayside. I was falling to the wayside. So before I let you half-ass treat me, I'm just going to dip. And that's what I did. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, well, let me focus on her and you neglect 2. And then you try to come back.
So he ever had y'all, like, all at the same time?
Nope, he never got that. He never got that. He got me.
That's my nigga.
He got
I don't
me
care what
with
you say. That's my nigga.
He got me with one of the girls, and then he got me with the other girl, but he never got all 3 girls at the same time. And he wanted to so bad.
Nah, because once you get one with the other, you gotta have the other.
But see, I cut him off purposely so he couldn't get it. Like, when I cut him off, it was strategic on how I cut him off. Because I cut him off before Christmas. All 3 of us were going to be in New York for Christmas, so he was just going to have a fucking freak.
Wait a minute, time out. Y'all wasn't in the same states and he couldn't handle y'all?
3 of us were in New York. 1 was in Maryland.
Wait. Oh, he had 4? Oh, he was
4. Yeah, it's 4 in total. It was him and 3 submissives.
Okay.
2 of us lived in New York and 1 lived in Maryland, but she was from New York, so she was here a lot.
Maryland not that far, bro.
It's not.
Bruh, he got 2 locals.
Right.
And 1 away.
And all 3 of us.
You gotta be able to handle those 2 locals. And then when the 1 away come, you gotta let her blend in.
Nah, but you know what? You know what could be the problem?
He handle the 2 locals.
See,
that's
the
the
problem.
problem.
Handle 2 locals.
So you know what the problem could be though? Like when you got the 2 locals, you thinking about the 1 away more because you like, damn, she away. Like,
he did give
she
her.
not here as much.
But he had to give
you
her
gotta make sure your people that's local keep them happy.
Facts.
That shit tiring, bro.
And that is why now I'm pretty sure he only has 1 because you can't neglect people in. And we weren't in a relationship. It was just our dynamic.
We just gotta have a group chat.
We didn't even have that.
Like y'all all get the same command.
And then I signed to y'all.
And it's crazy. Like I was really, really cool with both of them. 1 more so than the other because we shared a lot in common. She was black, I was black. We're both in our 30s. We both Southern. Like we just had things in common naturally. And the other one, she was white and she was young.
All right, question.
Like we talking about shit that happened in '96 and she wasn't here. So yeah.
You talking about hot sauce on collard she don't know nothing about that.
Well, yeah, she's a New Yorker too.
See, she don't know about that.
Like,
she don't know about sweet potato pie.
The black
she
girl
know about pumpkin.
She was from Florida. So
that's gentrification right there. Pumpkin pie. We don't buy that.
But yeah, so it fell off because.
So did you? All right. How did y'all end up being 3 submissives and
1 dominant?
Yeah. How did you just say, yo? Did y'all know Dukes and he had 1 of y'all and then y'all just like branched out? Or
so he
met
was
2 of y'all?
So he's my ex. Okay. I dated him. We broke up, and then like the middle of last year, we went back into the dominant submissive relationship. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I ain't dating you, so I don't give a fuck. Because he's a bad person dating wise.
I'm lost. Isn't that like dating him though?
No.
It's just sexual.
It was sexual. I mean, we did things, but we rarely did like girlfriend boyfriend type stuff.
What is that for you?
Actually dating a person and
like
doing things that they like, right?
Like okay.
Yeah, doing things that they like. It was more so like we just had this cool relationship. Like we would hang, we would go to bars, and like we would occasionally have sex.
All right, yo, I got this crazy conversation I had about dating, right? Somebody I work with or whatever, they had a situation with dating.
Okay.
And she said that she don't like building niggas up, right? But this is how the situation went. She dated this dude that lived with his parents, but in the basement of the crib, right?
And they're in New York. I just want to look. I will live with my parents forever. This is expensive ass city.
Yes, it is. So, Dude invited her over. However, he said he had a flood. So his crib wasn't up to par.
Because it was flooded.
So then she came over. Somehow she brought the groceries for the dude to cook because he's a chef. I'm like, this nigga's a genius. You brought the groceries too? This nigga's a.
But that's how you get him. You want me to cook for you? That's how you get him though. That's what
she bought the groceries.
Yeah, you got to get what you want me to cook.
That's crazy.
No, I get that.
That's fine. I like this nigga. Already, I like the nigga off the bat. I like the nigga.
I'm not doing that for regular niggas, but if you a chef,
yeah,
I will bring you whatever you need.
She brought the food to the crib, but then she like, I'm like, so what happened? She ate, but then he had her. The crib wasn't up to par. Like, they ain't have no. The nigga had a TV with an ass on it. She was mad.
You ain't heard that info.
I mean, even if he had to bubble back, if it was 32, he's fine.
Nigga had a TV with the ass on it.
He ain't got time to watch TV.
Nigga had a sneaker collection of Ewans. She had the curtains looking crazy in the crib. So she was tight, like, yo, nigga, I'm not here to build you up, nigga. Like, what's up with you?
But why is she assuming that she's building him up? Like, what else have gave her an indication that she's gonna have? Okay, he lives with his parents. I know too many people who live here with their parents because everybody got double houses. Like, it's like 2 houses in one. I would live with my parents too, and I wouldn't like shame a dude who lived on the top floor.
Everybody don't got double houses. You know what I'm saying?
That's
everybody
true.
Don't. You're meeting some nigga. You're lucky. You're fortunate right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna find
majority of the dudes I met.
You're gonna find a nigga that's not living in a double house. He might have his mom in the next bedroom. Yeah, you might.
I don't really know if I could date a dude who lived with his mom.
Now with your kinks, now you cannot. You can't be tied up on the door and his mom busted. Henry, what's going on in here? And you on the back of the door like a. It's not gonna look right. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna look right. So with your shit, it's not gonna look right.
True.
But yeah, so she felt like she had to build a nigga. Like, I'm like, yo, but you went to the crib and ate the nigga food. But she's like, yo, but that was the groceries I bought. I'm like, I like this nigga. This nigga pimped you and you ain't even know it.
You know what my thing is about that shit? Like, all that shit is material shit. And if she lose her job tomorrow, what she gonna do?
That's what now here we go.
And I have another side.
And I say like,
that's what I'm saying.
When women make a certain amount of money, it puts them in a box, so to speak. Like, they feel like, and I'm not trying to be machismo or chauvinistic or anything. Boy. But when women make a certain amount of money, they feel like, nigga, you gotta be at a certain, you know what I'm saying? They feel like you gotta be here. Cause a guy would date a chick that make less than him.
Yo, niggas out here really dating bum bitches. So, I mean, it is. Like, I know some bum bitches. Like, you demand that a man make 6 figures and you don't even have a job, but you just want him to pay for everything. I can never take you serious as a woman.
I'm not paying for everything. That's fine.
But you got a lot of women out here who don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and they with it like.
You southern for
real.
You southern for real.
Southern for
real. Bomb shit right there.
That's a fact.
Nah,
that's true though. That's true.
I don't know, but like what you told me. Okay, so he got Ewans.
He got a collection. He was like a sneaker fan.
So at this point, I feel like your priorities are in order.
And that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what are you doing with your money? You still got wild old sheets on your bed.
And your house says a lot about you as a person.
You got old curtains and all that.
Amazon is your friend, bro. Like, you can have a decent ass.
But then I came to his defense, like, niggas don't really think about that in their crib.
So how much are Ewans per?
I don't know. I don't wear Ewans.
But my thing is, like, if you have a collection of
I like sneakers, but I don't wear Ewans. So
I would say that sell 3 pair, buy a decent TV.
But he be using tax code. He get 20% off.
That's not
what's wrong with that? Yeah.
Like,
he got his man working for life.
Decent sheets are $45. Like, you can catch a sale
that's
at
the
Macy's.
European thread count.
Yeah, catch a sale at Macy's.
They got 300.
Like, you can get, if you catch the right sale, you can get like 800 count sheets for $50. Like, there's no excuse for him living like a bum, and you got a bomb collection of shoes in the corner.
That's what she was trying to say.
I feel
and
her
I came to his defense like, yo, If he ain't got
excuse.
What you mean there's no excuse?
But you don't know if that's a new collection or old
That
collection.
could've
That
been
could have been
wild
like
old.
from his youth.
Okay, so
could've just kept his shit
if
up.
anything is new, then it will be a problem.
Okay.
Because my thing is, you care more about buying what's on your feet versus what you sleep on. I can't with you. I'm sorry. Like, if you care more about your shoes, first off, I'm not even coming over. Because your sheets are itchy and they fucking old. Sorry. Not happening, bro.
That'll be they itchy.
Word.
They old, they itchy.
Nah, they wash good. That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
If you wash them one more time, they probably will fall apart.
They wash
As
good.
with
At least you know I washed them.
I can push this TV and it'll break. A TV with an ass, that TV's
Nah,
too
that
nice
shit-
to
that shit's
use.
gonna break.
First of all, that
Them
TV
shits
got a
don't
bubble
break. You
word. That
bugging.
ain't breaking.
You can't see,
Crazy.
everything blurry as fuck. They no color, no.
Nah, he got
In
color.
2018,
He don't got the regular shit that you screw
Word,
with
he don't
that.
got the
He
he don't got the
using
he don't got the
green-
bias. He don't got the
using
bias on this shit. He don't got that. He got a moat. He got a moat.
He using the audio video wires in the
Word.
back, man.
No.
And he still got analog.
What?
He still got the wires on top of his shit.
hey, Black Friday's coming up. Super Bowl, you can definitely get a TV affordably. There's no reason for him. There's no excuse for him to be living that way and your shoes look better than your apartment.
But what
Sorry.
my thing is, what's wrong with a woman trying to build a dude up? Because a lot of times, dudes build women up.
They do. And personally, I would only build up a dude that I saw potential in, like, longevity with. Like, if you...
Why you gonna see that? You don't want to lay on the bed.
Well, I'm sorry. If I come to your apartment and it's like that, I'm turned off instantly, and you're not really gonna be for me. So
How you know?
you don't care about what you sleep on. I know you don't care about nothing else.
Yes, I
I'm
do.
big on like my bedding. So if you don't like, I feel like he's sleeping on a twin.
Yo,
Let me stop. That's rude.
if I sleep on a twin bed, what's wrong with that?
You just
I'm
want
not
more
sleeping
space.
with you.
You just want
That's
more
what's
space
wrong
in the
with
room.
you.
Nah, if I sleep on a twin bed, I just want you closer.
I like how you finesse that.
You know what I'm saying?
However,
on a twin bed, you was closer
talk
to
to
me.
me
Like I
when
got
you
you
at least
tucked
get
under
a
the
full
arm.
size. Talk to me when you get a full. Maybe we can have a conversation. But
That's
if you're sleeping
crazy.
on a twin, and I typically don't date young men, so I'm gonna put you in a young man's place. If you're 31 and you're sleeping on a twin, that's a fucking problem. Sorry, we're not in college. We're not in high school, and you're not 18. Why the fuck are you sleeping on a twin at 31 years old? But your shoes fly though. Yes, I mean, you got fly shoes, but you can't afford to buy a fucking mattress.
I gotta match my black and red shit to match my black and red shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good
That
enough,
bed,
don't
I'm
worry.
sleeping for me.
Right.
I'm single.
Only you. Because you're not gonna have a woman
but you
coming
gonna
over.
pull up. You know what I mean? I got you tucked under the arm. We good
I like
together.
to
Why you can't pull up at your spot?
With the twin bed?
No, why
Nah,
you can't
I don't
pull-
know. You got a twin bed or
I'm
not?
No,
not
I
bringing
don't
a
have a
twin
twin
bed
bed.
to your
I'm
house.
not laying on my back.
I'm saying-
No, you mean like, well, he gonna have to because if I can't come to your space, I don't really want to be around you. I'm not comfortable in your space. That's a problem.
Listen, they say behind every great man is a greater woman, right?
Looking at him sideways like this nigga.
Damn.
Sometimes he
But
just
you're right.
But he
ain't
got
meet
a
that
job, though.
He ain't meet that great woman to
He
build
got
him
a
up
job.
yet.
He got a job.
He better have a bomb ass savings account because he clearly ain't spending on anything else.
He humans.
You tough.
Right. I'm very
You
tough.
tough.
I'm very tough.
You tough.
Like, I'm not saying, oh, you gotta have 6 figures to date me. I'm just saying you gotta have some shit about yourself. That's
What's
what
up
I'm
with
thinking.
everybody with 6 figures though?
I don't know. I don't make 6 figures, so I'm not
I'm
out
gonna-
here like,
I'm
you
gonna let
gotta
niggas know
make 6 figures
it's
to date
overrated.
me. No. I just need you to actually make money.
It's overrated.
So a nigga can't date you making $25,000?
I don't even think he living in New York if he making $25.
Nah, niggas living twin.
Really?
Niggas, yeah.
You might be living good in the shelter.
Word. It's a fact.
Exactly. Egg on a twin bed.
You gotta stop knocking twin beds, man.
I date grown men.
So
They have
you won't have
queens,
you
kings,
won't have
California
twin bed
kings.
sex.
No. Last time I had twin bed sex, I was 18 because I was in fucking college. I was a kid.
So you pull up to you had a great
I was
date.
a
Hold on.
32-year-old.
We
You
gotta
had a
get
great
into you.
Right, you had a great day. Say you had a great date. Y'all went out. Y'all experienced some great shit. You know what I mean? He showed you some new different spots. You know what I mean? And then you actually wanted the nightcap with him. Like, oh yeah, all right. You pull up to the crib. They got a twin bed.
And I'm clowning them. Not in like a malicious way, but I'm
Are you
like,
giving
really?
a box though?
Like, really, nigga? No.
But you want to give him the box.
First off, how we both gonna fit?
You act like you 6'8" and 290. Yo, come on.
That's the point.
You act like that.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't even fuck you on here and get comfortable. Like, I gotta leave because I can't even stay. I need to sleep in something that I can actually stretch out on. Sorry, but not really.
It's against the wall, so I'm. Whoop, he against the wall.
So we gotta.
He against
so
the wall.
One of our arms gonna go dead tonight, is what you saying? Because we gotta cuddle by default.
Yeah, I'm against the wall. What's up?
Really though?
He's sleeping sideways. His back on the wall. Whoop. You got all this space.
I was 18 and it was a dorm room. That was the last time.
I'm just saying, you got
adult men, actual adults, like full adult men.
Full adult.
What age is a full adult man?
Word, because they say your brain ain't physically formed until 25.
27 is a full adult man, because 27 is the age I've noticed that men are like, all right, I need to get my shit together and stop.
So do you date men younger than you?
No.
They're either Can I ask how old you are?
Maybe I'm 31. Just turned 31 last week.
Okay, so I noticed that you have a problem dating men that have children.
I do.
Wow. I do. So how the hell you think? So how you think you gonna date grown men?
Cause not all grown men, especially in New York, not all grown men.
I mean, not all grown men have children, right. But you don't think that's kind of shallow?
It's not a deal. It's not shallow. It's not a deal breaker. I have an age limit on how old your kids can be. My ex, the one that all my stories are about, had 2 kids. I don't shun a man for having kids. However, if you have a 2-month-old and you're trying to date me, I'm good.
Oh, okay, I see you. You see like fresh
if you have a 3-year-old, I'm good, bro. Because she's still in your life and she's still kind of in that postpartum fucked up baby state.
I don't know about that. That's not always true. That's not always true.
Well, I can only base it on my experience. And I haven't had the best experiences with men with children. So I'm like, let me just eliminate
you. You gotta be open-minded.
So you put.
I tried that, and you know what? Baby mamas try to fucking come for me, and then I gotta hurt this bitch feelings, and now I gotta fuss with him because his baby mama calling him crying. Not my fucking problem, bro. Control your bitch. Straight up.
His hood ain't controlled.
Like, if you can't put your bitch on a leash, and I don't mean in a good way, because if you can't control her, I'll handle her for you.
Maybe you try to get y'all together.
Nah,
I don't mean in a good way.
Why you can't get y'all together?
I dated a man for 5 years who had an 11-year-old. He was 16 when we broke up. I was perfectly fine with that. I just have an issue with men who have iffy-ass baby mamas, and they have infants and toddlers. Like, you're still actively in this woman's life. If you have a 2-month-old or 3-month-old, 3 months and 9 months prior, you were fucking her. I'm good.
How about you like 8 months pregnant?
No, I don't date men who have babies on the way. Period. Like, that's, if you be like, yeah, I got a baby on the way, I'm not gonna.
What if it was like a one-night stand and you don't fuck with it?
It's unfortunate shit, but still, you gotta raise that baby with that woman. I'm good. Have fun.
You harsh, yo.
I'm not harsh. It's just I know what I bring to the table. You bringing bullshit to the table.
Sound like you trying to bring the whole table.
Hell, I got that too. If you lacking, I know what I bring to the table, and if I gotta snatch my own shit, then fuck it. You're good. So, I mean, it's all about, look, I have big dick energy when it comes to what I bring to the table.
Yo, I don't like this BBD. What
is it? Big dick energy!
BBD? What is it? Oh, BDE?
BD, nigga.
I don't like that terminology.
Okay, well, I'm confident in what I bring to the table. I know what type of woman I am. I am a Southern woman. Mm-hmm. My grandmothers raised me to treat a man well.
You better know how to make collard greens.
Yes.
All right.
They raised me to treat a man well. I'm not going to sell myself short because you on some fuck shit and I know what I have to offer you. Especially if I can motivate and push and bring you up, and you coming at me with some fuck shit because you got a baby on the way? Nah, bro, I'm good. You deal with all that chaos. Meanwhile, this dude over here has no kids. Bye.
But he probably worse than a fuckboy.
That's right. That's a fact. He probably in the streets more than that nigga that got a kid.
So I gotta date a dude with a kid because he gonna stay home?
Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. Like,
there you go.
Okay. I'll give you an example.
Playing Fortnite.
I met this guy.
Right.
And you might have heard the story about the Haitian dude. I don't know.
I did. That was the last episode.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Really like this dude. He was everything I wanted in a guy. He could actually have a decent conversation with me. He had a thick ass accent, but it was hard to understand him. But he was a nice guy. But here's his issue was with me. Oh, you're always busy and you're always tired. Okay, well, am I supposed to stay in the fucking house and wait for you to tell me how your day was? He was like, yeah, I can't date anybody who's too busy. Then you probably can't fucking date me. You can go. And he tried to come over and fuck. Haven't even asked me out. And I'm like, no, you can't come over. He was like, oh, well, I hope you have a good life. Yeah, you too. We would never work. Because I'm out, like, I have a life. And I'm happy. I have friends and I have a life. So I'm always out doing something because I'm a homebody. I'll stay home. But I'm not always out in the streets. But don't fault me for having a life.
You want a bitch out homebody?
I am. Like, I'll chill. Like, this weekend, like, today, all I did was chill. But don't get it twisted. Like, if somebody be like, at midnight, like, hey, girl, let's go turn up. I'm out. Okay. And you got to be cool with that. But if you want a bitch who's going to, like, no, it's my man, every 2 seconds, and he not even, because if I'm in the house, chances are he out doing some fuck shit that he know he not gonna get caught about because I'm in the house.
Why you gotta always be doing fuck shit?
Why he can't be in the house with you?
But what if he's not?
Why he can't be out with his friends? It's cooling.
That's the type of man who always wants a woman to stay in the house is the man who's always out. So you want me to stay?
Too much.
No, he want me to stay in the house so he can keep tabs on me while he out doing shit so he know he won't get caught.
Kiki, you watch some Life Channel.
No,
too much.
No. This is my experience.
Life Channel is fucking
really,
killing you right now.
I really,
Stop
it. I liked that dude, but when he told me that he couldn't date anybody that
you was always
busy,
out. He trying to get up with you.
So I was recording one of my episodes one night. He was like, "Well, what are you about to do?" I was like, "Well, I have a podcast. I told you that. I'll give you details about it eventually, but I have a podcast I'm going to record." Oh, well, what is it about? Sex. Well, who you recording with? First off, nigga, I don't even know you that fucking well to be trying to keep tabs on me. Like, why are you asking me all these questions?
You roll. He's trying to get to know you.
No. Because he was like, oh, so what kind of sex talk are y'all having? Like, are you having sex with this person? I'm like, yo, chill.
That was a dumb question.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying, like, yo, you gotta let a nigga get to know. Yo, all right.
I have no problem with
that. If you tell a nigga, yo, I'm at my podcast. All right, what is it about? Sex. That's... fucking red light just spins off in the nigga's head. Like,
he was like, so is it being recorded? Where is it posted? Like, how long have you been doing it? Who are you doing it with? Who's this guy? Are you having sex with him? I'm like, yo, chill. I just met you yesterday.
Oh, no, that's yesterday.
You wildin'.
I tried to help the nigga out.
Yeah.
All right, yesterday.
I don't have a leg to stand on here.
I mean, Caribbean niggas is kind of possessive.
And that's what I noticed. And ironically, as crazy as it sounds, like, I do like to be controlled, but I don't like you to control me. If I give you permission to control me, cool. But you're not going to automatically be possessive with me and be like, where you going, who you doing it with, who you doing this with, when you doing this, how you doing this, what time you come home, what time did you leave, what time you get in the car.
No. So when the fuck do you like being controlled then?
When I give you permission to do so. That is a dominant, submissive relationship.
It's like Simon Says over here. Oh, nah, I'm good.
Like,
nigga said Simon Says control me.
I give you permission. Like, if we've set up that relationship, you're going to dominate me on all avenues, not just sexually, then I gave you permission to do so. But if you don't even know me that well, the only things that you know about me is that I live in New York, I have a podcast, I'm a paralegal, and that I'm from the South, you're not going to take tabs on me already, bro. I don't know you that fucking well. That's a turnoff for me. I don't like possessive men. Not dominant. No.
Nah, possessive and dominant is two different things.
Yes. Two completely different things.
Here go this nigga Mel.
You can dominate a person.
Here we go. I was waiting for you, nigga. I was waiting for you, nigga.
You already know what women want.
I'm waiting for you, Mel.
Nah, it's two totally different things. Like,
completely different.
You can identify. For me, I think it's easy to identify a woman that wants to be dominated compared to a woman that wants to be possessed. Like,
Absolutely.
I feel like it's a difference. Like, and you'll notice it just in little shit. Like, just the way that y'all walk around. Like, it was funny. I went on a date one time.
This is why y'all teamed up against me.
Listen.
I actually thought I was gonna get teamed up.
Nah, this is what it's all about.
I went on a date one time, right? And we went. You know, I like to do fun shit, like on dates or whatever. So we went chill.
Artsy? I always like to go on.
I guess I'm a broke artsy nigga, right?
Do cultural things. It's nice.
Yeah, so I just like to do like fun shit, like active shit, like be active. Like,
I'm with you.
The restaurant shit, you can't really.
I'm with you, bro.
You know what I mean? So, whatever, we went somewhere, and then we went to like an arcade or whatever, and like just the way, like Shorty was walking behind me, it was weird. Like waiting for me to decide what to do. And I was like, oh, she like to be dominated.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have never caught on to that because I would have been like,
you have a good eye because, like he said, not men would not have caught that at all.
No, me don't. Man, my shoulder off. You know
I see why he went over there. Niggas trying to team up against me. Fuck y'all.
I ain't trying to team up.
Nah, my nigga. You supposed to be my man. You supposed to be my man. You teamed up against me.
You just gotta observe it.
Fuck that, man. Niggas say, yo, I remember she wanted to be dominated. You know what I'm saying? She stood by me and waited for me to make the call. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, no. Nigga, maybe she
Facts only.
Now we gotta go to another topic. Y'all trying to jump me. I don't like that shit.
Kiki.
No. Yes.
Do you love me? Oh, my God.
Are New York niggas really trash?
Oh, yeah. We gotta get to that.
Because you be bashing us on Twitter, B.
Let me clarify. There are New York niggas and there are niggas that live in New York. There is a complete difference. And I have experienced both. Shit. New York niggas
You ain't fuck with no uptown niggas, though,
man.
Let me bring you uptown, introduce you to some of my niggas, man. Know what I mean?
Whole bunch of Spanish niggas.
Like,
with fake Jordans on.
So, as far as being involved with, there's only been 2 men here that I've been involved with, and one was.
In 2 years?
Because I'm kinky, I'm supposed to be out here just giving the cooch to everybody, huh? Just supposed to be giving the pussy to everybody.
I ain't say you supposed to give it.
Oh, you say involved meaning you had sex with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
How many you dated?
Like maybe 4 or 5. I just started like the whole online dating thing, which
is
is trash, and I deleted all my shit.
Your box facts is alright. So far.
Box facts.
Your box facts is alright so far.
But they were one was from Queens and one was from Brooklyn, so.
Niggas is garbage.
Brooklyn nigga anyhow. You know what I'm saying?
Uptown BX, nigga.
This nigga.
But I meet a lot of guys that aren't from New York. Like I really, as crazy as it sounds,
I migrated from here?
Yeah, I like meeting men who are from the South that live here.
What?
Because we share a common interest.
So you should have met them down south.
No, but it's New York.
They left the South too. They
New York niggas that got family down south.
Oh, that's a fact.
So you have that.
Every New York nigga got family.
Everybody's
grandma came from South Carolina. You gotta say
that's a fact. Facts only. Facts only.
My grandma came from North Carolina.
Exactly.
Shit, nigga.
Like I'm gonna be that person. Like hopefully my future kids will be born here, and my roots are in North Carolina. So,
right.
But I like meeting men. I don't care where you're from, but like I said, it's a difference in meeting a New York dude and a dude that lives in New York. Okay. And what I've taken from New York dudes are that you all can be rude. But I feel like that's just the New York way. Like if you're not,
all right, I'm about to say
if you're not rude in New York, yeah.
What you mean rude?
Nah, cause down south you go to any store, any convenience store. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, that's true.
Where you from? Oh, I know your mom. I'm from other. Yo, fam, I don't want to talk about that.
Don't do that.
Yo, give me a 6-pack right there. The condoms up there, and you know what I'm saying. We trying to get up and out. You want to give me a whole combo? I ain't with it.
I don't say. You gotta stop saying I say New York niggas and shit. I say niggas and shit.
Nah, you say New York niggas.
Across the board. I'm talking.
My man right here told me New York.
South,
I don't know.
You saying New York niggas.
I don't know. This nigga be switching up on me.
I seen you saying New York niggas.
Well, I live in New York, and I just happen to encounter niggas in New York, and
But
majority
you ain't
of them are
fucking
from
no
New York.
uptown niggas, though.
Look, I love uptown niggas because they cocky. I do. It's just I'm never uptown. Like I'm in Brooklyn, I'm in Queens, so the niggas I meet are in Brooklyn and Queens.
You got slide on town. Telling you, yeah, man, we here. You heard?
I don't know.
Jumping in his back.
No beef. I'm scared to date a dude from the Bronx.
What?
I don't really want to take the train in the Bronx.
Niggas don't want to go to Whole Ave. So they ain't going on Whole Ave.
I don't really want to. I'm not.
First of all, you go to Whole Ave, you like, oh.
That's the Bronx River, 174.
It's something about like uptown train.
You ain't gonna feel no way if you go to Whole Ave.
It's a whole different breed of people.
I'm saying.
That's
what you met a nigga.
That's what I'm trying to
tell
tell
you.
No, I've gotten into full-blown arguments with women on the train going uptown, like going to the Bronx, and I'm just like fussing with bitches because I'm like, y'all are some different bitches. Like I'm going back to Brooklyn bitches. I like them. Queens bitches, they friendly. Like y'all on another level. I'm like, yo, chill. Why you angry?
I bet you should ask me where they from.
She sound like she hosting a mixtape. I'm like, why you so aggressive?
They said the concourse or Whole Ave.
Yeah, that's a large span, bro. The concourse is like the west side. Whole Ave all the way on the east side, bro.
They from them 2 spots, bro. I'm sorry.
I haven't been there to meet anybody.
So
I got you. But
I got you.
I've met guys who live here but aren't from here.
How long they live
I
here?
bring some uptown niggas down
A
here.
few have lived here 5, 6, 7 years, some even 10 years.
10 years they done.
They officially, yeah.
You sound like you corrupted and you only been here for 2.
Oh, that's a fact.
Says a lot.
It's a fact.
Says a lot about the city.
Whoa, don't shit on my city now.
Because I've been told that from people at home too. Like when I went home last week, and even like there was a guy that I really, really wanted to date, and it just never fucking works out.
From back home?
You heard the story?
No, I
fussed about him. Like, yeah, he came here like a month ago, and he was like, "You different. Like, this isn't the Southern girl I knew all those years ago. Like, what the fuck happened to you?" I was like, "I live here now, nigga."
Nah, you can't talk like that to him.
No.
I live here now, nigga.
I didn't say nigga.
All you gotta do is say son and B. Like,
I was like, but I live here now. Like, this place.
You had Tim's on.
You hit him with a dead ass?
You know what a dead ass?
No. Dead ass?
Facts only? You said facts only? If he said that, it's over. I didn't know what time.
I did.
Did you have Tim's on? If you
no, I
Tim's
did not
on,
have Tim's. I had Tim's on earlier today. I did not have Tim's on though.
Oh, you New York. You got your
Tim's in the South.
You got a construction. Y'all got no construction in South Carolina. I mean, North Carolina.
I bought my Tim's in North Carolina. They just
only 4 people that
with
wear those, man. Ain't nobody with them shits down there.
You would be surprised.
They don't
we love Tim's in
like
North and South Carolina.
No, but not construction.
No.
Y'all be wearing the other shits.
Yeah, y'all wear the other shits.
Y'all trying to talk
Y'all be wearing the shits.
Y'all wear the leather Tim's.
No.
They wear the leather Tim's. Yeah, y'all wear those.
No,
we straight.
Hell no.
Y'all wear low cuts.
No, we don't.
Nah, we don't wear that here.
We straight double sole, or the field boots.
I'm a field boot fan.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to find.
But you can only wear
certain. But I can't find them like in my size because they sell out so fucking fast.
Yeah, you gotta step into New York.
Look, I tried to buy them
down
in
south.
June.
Go down south.
Maybe you know what? I might need to do that.
Yeah, go down south. They got them.
Tell one of my people like.
Nobody buying them down there.
Them shits on sale.
Actually, they are.
Nah, they buying them. Y'all buying leather.
I managed to get my
leather
boots
Tim's
last year. I couldn't believe it. Like, and they always sell out.
They buying leather.
What flavor?
No, I'm sorry.
What flavor?
Oh, that's a New York thing. I don't know. They have
that means different color. What color? Sorry.
Oh, y'all so cute.
That's color.
They're wheat color.
Flavor, color, same.
Wheat color.
Yeah, wheat, not wheat. Wheat.
Wheat. That's
wheat
what
color.
I see
wheat. All wheat.
No, I'm gonna have to show you a picture of my field boots. This is like regular field boots.
Like the construction color.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, all right. That's cheese.
Oh, nah.
Oh, y'all cute. Look at this.
Cheese.
We don't really rock those.
Oh, cheese, though.
We don't really rock those.
We don't really like those, but the cheese is okay. We gonna just like.
I just like them because they're comfortable. And it fucking snows here.
Whoa.
It was 75
Hold on,
degrees.
time out. See how I know you ain't from New York. We don't wear those in the snow.
I do.
You can't fuck your shits up.
You can't fuck your shits up. Nah, we ain't fucking.
You got the suede shits or the leather shits?
Suede.
Oh, nah.
You want them shits in the snow?
Well, I wear them like post snow, like to work. I'm not.
Nah, it's snow outside.
I'm gonna die.
Is it snow outside?
Wow.
Nah, niggas ain't.
You know how clumsy I've fallen so much.
So
in
what?
this
We don't
horrible
care,
ass
Alicia. But we got wearing them outside. We got to find the UGG boots, the duck boots for that. We ain't wearing our construction outside.
I got boots, but still, I mean, I don't want to wear those all the time. So if it's like 4 days post snow, I'm wearing them outside.
Nah, it got
the black ice.
Hold on, where you work at Manhattan?
Black ice gonna stay in shits.
See, I'm good.
If you're in Manhattan, it ain't gonna be that much snow. Bro.
Nah, she gonna walk a puddle, cab go drive by,
splash
water, and
you
shit
got
is
the spray?
over.
I work in the financial district.
You got
I do.
the spray on?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, she might live.
I work in a financial district. Like I'm like the first stop off the train, so it's like bam, I'm right there.
Yeah. We gonna slide with
Give me some credit. Dang.
But you know that dirty water when you in the subway, that shit might drip down. Splash in your toe, it's over.
Real New Yorkers, y'all out here having anxiety attacks.
I ain't fucking my construction.
Yeah, I only wear my shit on a sunny day.
Right. I want my shit. It better be cold and sunny outside.
Really? So like today.
Like nah. I think it rained this morning.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did rain this morning. I was outside. Yeah, it rained.
I mean, I didn't go out until like 1. So.
Nah, it gotta be like a cold. It ain't really cold.
No. It got sunny like later on in the day.
But a cold sunny day, I'll break up a fresh pair of constructs, first wear.
Yeah.
Fire. Fire. First wear. Sprayed down just in case it rains.
Y'all true New York.
You know what I mean? I ain't wearing my shit. I ain't wearing my constructs in the snow. That's a fact.
I don't care.
Oh, no. You ain't from New York?
No, I'm not. That's the thing. I just need warm feet and like death-proof boots because I'll die. Like I've fallen so many times. It's so bad. I cracked a rib when I fell. Like I've fallen in this shit. It's horrible.
Oh, you clumsy.
I am.
I'm
clumsy. But no, New York niggas are not trash.
Okay.
Niggas are trash. I mean, you can be from Wisconsin and you live in New York and I'll still say you're trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. respect it.
I don't know nobody from Wisconsin.
Spread the trash over.
I do.
I don't know nobody from Wisconsin. You know somebody from Wisconsin?
Nah, I ain't never.
But I mean, I also date outside of my race too. Like a lot of things that black women don't tend to do. Like we don't date out of our race because we try to believe in black love. No, girl, go get you a white man that's a ginger. He's fine.
Is that something something that you started when you got here, or
no,
something
it was something I did at home too.
You did at home
too.
Okay.
I like Latino men. That's why I need to go uptown. Need to go to
okay.
the
You lit.
Yes.
Alright, what we got next? Dad's gonna shit on the black man on a black man podcast.
I'm not shitting on the black. I love black men. My father is a black man. I love black men.
I don't know. You just said I like my Latinos.
Love for me, so
I like my Latino. And you say you about to start speaking Spanish and all that shit.
I give the same energy I get back. I like what like me.
Okay,
black men don't like me. Hey, I can't. Really
how you know black men don't like you?
I don't really get pursued by black men anymore. Literally, my lineup of dudes have been Hispanic and one Haitian.
But you look a little.
You look a
little mixed. You know what I mean? You look on a borderline.
Whole black girl.
Nah, you might.
Nah, she don't look.
Nah, she don't look all the way black. Don't lie.
Nah, you might.
You look all the way black.
No way.
Niggas might think you Puerto Rican.
Because I'm light. It's only because I'm light. That's it.
Especially with your hair like that.
With your hair like that? I thought your name was Maria.
What you got on your feet?
Just
hold on. If you had Jordans on,
Nah, she got the Dominican. I just went to work. I just came from work joints.
Oh, try me.
Okay, she got them joints.
All right. Yo, you might.
Steve Madden joints. Dominican high boots. You know, come to the knees.
I got you. I got you. All right.
Word.
I'm saying you got that little Latina look in you, huh? Mami, Goya.
I love Hispanic men.
Roasting Boya. You know what I'm saying?
I really like. Yeah, it's been Hispanic. Like the men that I've had sex with here, they were both Hispanic. Like I haven't had sex with.
Yo, come on! Get the fuck out of here!
Wait, real quick.
Fuck out of here!
Where you found Spanish niggas at in Brooklyn?
He's from
Bushwick, nigga.
The Spanish niggas?
Yeah, he's on that border.
What I told you.
Oh, it's only Spanish niggas in Bushwick?
Hell yeah!
That's their home.
I don't know.
I'm a Brooklyn nigga. Bushwick.
I didn't know Spanish.
So you got the audacity to be bashing us, and you only fuck with a Spanish dude from Bushwick?
Really get approached by black men.
So when you shoot your shot, queen?
I do shoot my shot, and do you think what happens? They get possessive. They want to fuck like the first day. Like you find out my name and how old I am.
Kinkswithkeke. Come on.
Okay, well
relax.
they don't.
You gotta relax. You gotta relax on that.
Nobody.
Your name is Kinks.
You know what?
Once I hear Kinks, oh shit.
The only people that call me Kiki are the people who listen to it. That is not what I go by.
How about you? All right, you met a nigga in the street. He know your name, right?
And he trying to fuck the next day.
Oh, killer, wait. Let me get my shit on, man. You met a nigga in the streets. He know your name. He's like, oh, yo, you the joint? All right. So automatically, you're like, oh, nah, I gotta kill this. She nasty. Like, I like this.
Nasty, man.
Am I nasty or am I kinky? Because there's a difference.
Nah, not to me. Kinky, nasty, almost.
But that's you, though.
What's
kinky
that?
and nasty aren't the same.
Kinky and nasty almost the same?
Me,
is it in the, like, is there a borderline?
Nah, to me, kinky is not nasty like.
Out, man.
No, to me, kinky is nasty. No, I agree with you. Kinky is nasty,
like,
but not nasty like you fucking everybody.
Don't get confused. Like in a 12-month span, I fucked like 30 niggas.
Nah,
just
not like that.
Kinky.
But kinky mean like you get like when you do fuck a nigga, you get nasty.
Nah, that's a hoe. It's a difference.
Oh, so
a hoe and nasty is two different things.
He's different. I don't judge women like that.
I feel like if you had like 6 different condom brands in your pussy in the last 6 months, that's a problem.
So they all had Durex. You cool with that?
No.
Yo, you said 6 different condom brands.
Okay, so
they all had Durex.
In the last 30 days, I fucked 6 niggas. That's what I'm saying.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, I don't care. If you fuck, I'm not gonna fuck 6 niggas in 30 days. But I mean, if you fuck 6 niggas, girl, have fun. Just be safe and try not to get pregnant because you're not gonna know who daddy is. But
nah, your man right here, he on your side. Don't worry about it.
Don't do that.
But women love sex more than we do.
Absolutely.
I believe.
But don't mean that we're gonna be out here fucking every dick that don't not either.
Bruh, they fuck. If the shorty fuck 6 niggas.
Yo, women only, to keep it real with you, women don't fuck like that because of how much dick get thrown at them.
Absolutely.
Like, if women didn't get dick thrown at them like that,
I mean, the DMs
they be trying to fuck as much as niggas be trying to fuck. Just to keep it a buck.
He's telling the truth. Like you said, because of what I talked about.
If I was a nigga that got
DMs are crazy.
pussy thrown at me every day, I won't want to fuck. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I get you.
But I'm not nasty, so I'm not responding to the DMs.
It depends.
I'm trying to fuck all the niggas that respond.
No, but when I say nasty, I mean like when you decide that's who you fucking. Right. Yeah, you gonna get nasty.
And hell, even a dude, like, I don't really feel like I'm gonna give all of what I'm into to a dude off top. Why? What makes him deserve that already?
I hate that word.
Hate
that word.
What?
Oh, that deserves shit.
Pussy niggas deserve it?
That deserves shit. I hate that shit.
Why?
Because I
have a pussy, you automatically entitled to it?
No.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, women feel like niggas gotta deserve or niggas gotta do something to prove. Just because you want to fuck like I want to fuck,
don't mean I gotta fuck you off top.
But what I'm saying is, if you want to fuck and I want to fuck, then we should fuck. Like it's no,
I agree.
I had to, know what I mean,
but
jump through a hoop of fire.
If I'm trying to take you serious and I want a relationship with you, I'm not gonna just try to fuck you off top.
Okay, I respect that.
Right,
but
because I always respect
that deserves.
Off top.
Like when women be like, a nigga don't deserve it, or I need somebody that can handle me. Like,
well, I do need somebody that can handle me because you already know I'm about that life. Like,
but when you don't know, but you just said that you like boring vanilla sex. I like and you can deal with boring vanilla sex. So can
that's
you
like bisexual people. Bisexual people bisexual people. As a bisexual woman, you can like men and you can like women. I like both.
So which one you like more? You gotta like somebody more.
I prefer men.
So
occasionally, I like to fuck women too. So
you like somebody more. So
I want to be with the man. I mean, you can throw a woman into the mix. I'm cool with it, but sexually,
you would never marry a woman.
I won't say never, but it's not in my plans if I have anything to do with it.
Okay.
So
I mean, we don't know what fate may bring.
All right,
my whole soulmate might be a chick out here somewhere in the Queens. I don't know.
So you want to be with a man?
Yes.
But you're not saying that you wouldn't be with a woman.
No.
But if he wanted to throw a woman in a mix, you down.
Like what I'm saying is, if
but you gotta deserve it first.
You said that.
Whatever.
I didn't say that. I said I'm not throwing out, if I meet you and we vibe and we kicking it, like I'm not gonna throw out like bondage and all the other shit that I'm into like in the first section. First off, I'm gonna scare him away.
No, but the conversation though, we can't have a conversation about it.
Absolutely. And usually I don't get past that. Like
you don't get past it?
No. I have the conversation with dudes and I don't get past the conversation because they get intimidated. I'm not trying to intimidate you.
You know what? I get that. I can see. Damn, I be feeling like I'm so different out here because I feel like I could have that conversation and it could be like it's interesting to me. Like I find it interesting that a woman would be into that adventure,
right?
Like and to experience life that different way.
But then some men are like, whoa, that's a lot. Like you're doing a lot. I'm like, what am I doing exactly? That's a lot. Like if you're not into it. Fine, but if we get into a relationship, you gotta be able to compromise with me. If you're not gonna compromise, if you're not gonna compromise with me, then the only person who's gonna get like any type of pleasure in this relationship is you, and then I gotta go. It has to, it does. But because it's New York, it's a lot of like-minded individuals here, so I'm good.
So where do you find those people at?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Just randomly in the street?
Randomly or DMs, but I haven't really pursued anyone that's into like the kinky lifestyle. Because I'm just taking hiatus from like dating and men in general. Sometimes you just need a mental break.
Somebody hurt you?
No, nobody hurt me. I just need a mental break. Like men are exhausting. And my job is exhausting. Both y'all niggas can't be exhausted. And one of them pays me, so you gotta take a back seat to the one that actually funds my lifestyle.
Okay.
That's all.
I get it.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying like, oh I hate niggas. Niggas ain't shit. I said the vast majority of niggas ain't shit. And I don't mean like I don't know them as a person,
like 95%?
Maybe 92.
Okay, alright.
Like they're just dudes, like, and I think I have posted on Twitter about this, like, dudes stop putting forth the effort because women stop making it a requirement. So we're all accountable. That's how I feel about that.
At least you at least you can acknowledge that.
Yeah, we're all accountable. Like, dudes ain't gonna put forth the effort and they just gonna want to Netflix and chill and fuck you if you not demanding, hey, I don't want to do that. Are you cool with that? And most of the time, dudes are like, oh, I gotta put too much effort into this, I'm out. And they ghost you. And that's what I've been encountering. So I'm like, let me just take a step back and focus on trying to like shift in careers and, well, not shift in careers, but shift in jobs and focus on traveling next year and shit like that. Like, it's more stuff going on with me that's more important than dating. That's how I feel.
Okay, so hypothetically, if you were in a relationship, right?
Okay.
Would you be okay with your spouse crying over like an ex, like that got in a car accident, or you know what I mean, that was terminally ill or something like that?
No, I wouldn't be bothered by it. I'd be okay with it, and the only reason I say that is let me finish. Jeez. I'd be okay with it, but my nigga, like, don't be dwelling like 2 days later you still sobbing and crying. Like, okay, she's sick or something happened.
Maybe
cried at first.
If you gotta go see it, be like, yo, I'm gonna go check on her.
No, that's pushing it. Like, send your love. Hope she gets better, and then call it a fucking day.
She might as well.
But like, and the only reason I say that is because I'm really, really, really close with one of my exes. Like, we dated 5 years. This is the one who had the 11-year-old. We dated 5 years. And we had a really, really bad breakup. We broke up in 2014. So we just started back talking in 2016. If he was to get in a car accident or something that happened, I probably would cry. And then that would be the end of it. Like, I wouldn't be, like, depressed 2 weeks later, like, losing weight, not eating.
You better cry when I'm not home.
But he's a friend.
You wouldn't go see him in the hospital?
No. Because he has a girlfriend. I respect boundaries. And I would hope that he would expect me having a boyfriend to respect the fact that I can't disrespect my boyfriend that way. I think it's all about boundaries. Like, I would be upset, and yeah, I would even vocalize it with my boyfriend, and I would, you know, get my little grievance out, and then I'd be done.
Nah, don't vocalize that shit with me.
Why? Like, I feel like it's an insecure thing.
I'll be like, yo, go be with your nigga.
What?
Why are you crying over that nigga? You said y'all had a bad breakup.
I'm not crying.
Hold on. Yeah, you had a bad breakup, and then y'all became cool later.
Yep. And we're cool now.
All right, y'all cool.
Yeah.
All right, so if I'm rocking with you, I've been with you.
Date you.
I said, Doug, don't. Yo, you cry on. Don't tell me about it. Be like, yo, he had a bad accident or whatever. You can say that. But don't be
so you wouldn't cry over that?
Snots and boogers and want me to hold you and comfort you while the next nigga
well, I'm
in
not
the hospital.
asking you to do that. Like, you don't even have to comfort me. Just give me a moment. Let me get my shit together and I'll be back. That's it. Like, I'm not asking you to hold my hand through this. I'm just saying a person that I consider a friend that I care about is now in the hospital, just like I would a regular friend or a family member. I'm sad. Next day, I'll be good.
Next day,
but I'm not gonna be like dwelling over it in the house.
You sure you ain't making funeral arrangements and
no.
You get the flowers.
That's what I'm saying. No. What if, so what if like he's ill and then like 2 days later he dies?
Okay, I'm sad, but I'm not gonna. I will go to the funeral.
You asking your boo to go?
No, he don't have to go with me. I'll let him know. Like, are you cool with this?
Fuck out of here.
And you wouldn't be cool with it.
I'm just saying.
What if he fuck out of here?
I'm just giving you the answer. Fuck out of here. Fuck you going that nigga funeral for?
Pay my respects, like you tend to do with the dead.
Nah.
So
I don't pay my funeral dead. I go to family niggas I don't even go to. Are you dumb? Nah. I ain't with it.
Maybe that's a New York mentality.
I ain't with it.
Because we Southern and we respect the dead. We go to funerals.
I don't go to my family member.
My folks be going to like 4 funerals a week. I'm like, damn, y'all always at somebody's
funeral. I don't even like funerals. I don't like hospitals either.
Well, I don't like funerals or hospitals, but I had to just endure both. So.
All right, what I'm saying is we going through hypotheticals right now. So you
hypothetically, I would ask, and if you have a problem with it,
fuck out of here. You told me I did.
Huge problem.
Fuck out of here, B.
That'll put that'll put a strain on our relationship.
Over a nigga that you supposed to?
It's not even you looking at the nigga. It's the principle.
Nah, you wildin'. How long you been with me?
A year.
Fuck out of here. And you going?
I don't really know what to say.
Y'all live together.
We live together. Fuck out of here.
And I can't go to the funeral.
Fuck out of here. Why you going to that nigga funeral?
Like, all right, nigga, you want to treat me? If you want me to do, wife shit, get it popping. Like, you don't want me to go to funeral. I'm your girlfriend. That's your live-in.
Oh, so if you was his fiance, it'd be different?
Like, I'm like, you
no, she didn't be like this.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, she didn't be like, yo,
I'm asking you.
I'm not married yet.
So if you was his fiance, you wouldn't go?
If I'm not married,
no, it wouldn't be a problem.
No, I would take your feelings more into consideration. I mean, I'll take your feelings into consideration.
So you need a ring to solidify your love for someone?
No, I don't need a ring, but we would have to have a conversation. If I'm just your girlfriend, we gotta have a conversation about that. If you're really like,
the crazy thing is, because the chick wouldn't let you go to your ex-girl joint. That's 100% fact. Why you crying over that bitch?
Well, see, I feel like that's insecure women.
All right, so you letting the nigga go to his ex-girl joint?
If she died and you want to pay your respect,
he had her name tattooed on him.
Okay, you want to pay. If you want to pay your respect, I'm not looking at it. Okay, first of all, why am I insecure? It ain't like you fucking her. The bitch is dead. Point blank. Period.
Like
so
last week before she died.
So
true facts.
Right, like
she dead.
She dead. Like, why am I pressed? Why am I going to press my boyfriend over a woman that he can't even spit to anymore? She dead. Only thing you can do is be like, all right, girl, it was, it was a good run. How,
But some chicks be up there snotting boogers, hugging on to the nigga that's in the casket and all that.
That's problematic.
So I don't know what you're gonna be doing because I'm not going.
Well,
yeah, but what if
you gotta know me as a person.
But my thing is, what if this person played like a very important part in their life, though?
Like my ex did.
That's what I'm saying. What if it's somebody she was with for like 8 years? Like they basically
5 years
grew up
lived
together.
in.
Okay.
Like borderline on the verge of having children. Like like that type of significant person.
You with me?
Again.
Obviously, yeah, they
He's
didn't work out.
It's not like we're gonna
obviously this didn't work out. All that we was on the borderline of having kids and
okay, now
but who you with now?
But now we're friends.
You with me and you thought that nigga ain't shit.
Okay, I look at it as my friend just died. I don't look at it like, oh yeah, well my ex died, Because if it's just like, if my ex-boyfriend from years ago died, I would not go to the funeral. Because I don't give a fuck. Like, I haven't talked to this person in almost a decade. Why would I go to your funeral? But if it's a person that I still, like, they're still in my life, I would go to their funeral just to pay my respects. Again, it's not like I'm going to rekindle and marry a nigga tomorrow. He died yesterday.
I get what you're saying. I'm not knocking what you're saying.
You be in the necrophilia.
Ew! Look at you. Okay, so that's a fetish, not kink. Look at you. You wildin'. We not fucking dead people out here, y'all. Necrophilia is people who have a fetish for fucking dead people.
Fucking dead people.
Yeah, they fuck dead people.
Sis.
That's why I feel like people in morgues, not say that, never mind. Some people in morgues can be creeps because they might be in necrophilia. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if it's a friend, like, it's not like we're going to rekindle and get married. They died. I just want to pay my respects and be out. I'm not trying to go to the family house after the funeral and hug on his mom.
You ain't gonna get the plate from the
No,
repast.
not the repast. I'm just trying to,
you gonna
pay
get
my
a plate.
respects.
Stop lying.
Like, I'm sorry for your loss.
His mom made some good collard greens.
No.
You gotta bring your nigga home some. You gotta bring your nigga.
You gotta bring me a plate.
Then y'all talking
about. Nigga, if you gonna go to the funeral, you gonna at least bring a nigga a plate.
Y'all want me to bring food?
Yeah.
That's wild.
If you gonna go to the funeral, you gotta bring me at least bring a nigga a plate home.
See, niggas has always been opportunists. You talk so much shit about me going to the funeral, like I'm gonna get in the casket and just be with this nigga for life, but you want me to bring you a plate.
You gotta bring.
It's
so
all
don't go then.
It's all about.
So don't go.
So I can't. If I can't go, if I can't bring you a plate,
you can bring me a plate and shut me the fuck up.
So it's all about you.
If that macaroni
no,
cheese,
it's not all about me. But
opportunists.
It's not all about me, but damn, you ain't think about a nigga while you was there. Like
you ate.
Look,
I'm hungry.
I'm trying to keep this
action. You ate.
Fuck, I'm at the crib hungry.
But see, that's the thing. If I tell you I'm going to the funeral, that's it. I'm not going to get no plate. I'm not going to talk to his sister and his aunties and his cousins and his daddy and his granddaddy. I'm just.
But what if you had a relationship with them? They gonna come talk to you.
That's a fact.
Hey,
yo, come to the repast,
no,
Kinky.
I can't. I have no problem saying that.
Greens is hitting.
Niggas
use the liquid smoke. Niggas use that liquid smoke.
You know Auntie May got them greens with the liquid smoke in it. She got the ham flavored liquid smoke in it.
Really?
Pull up. I said the ham flavored? Is it the ham flavored? You know what? He ain't gonna even mind.
No, I would be mindful. Like if I go, because I'm all about compromise in a relationship. if I go to the funeral, we gotta compromise on what you're comfortable with.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just gonna be like, all right, nigga, I'm going anyway. Fuck what you say. I'm still gonna take your feelings into consideration. Yeah. But don't
I had a question.
Wifely duties without a wife.
Right. I had a question. Maybe I should ask the whole phase, but I don't know if they got a kink bag. But what's in the whole bag? Do they got a kink bag? Do you got a bag that you go to kink bag?
I don't have a kink bag.
But you do.
But I would put.
But you know what the whole bag is?
Like panties, body wash, fresh clothes.
I guess the whole bag is universal.
The whole bag is universal.
All right, so
like that's when you just going over the fuck and you might spend the night.
So do you have a king bag too, or no?
No, if I had one, it would have to depend on the situation. Because I like dominant men, but I also like submissive men.
Submissive men like bitch niggas.
So you got 2 bags.
What's a bitch nigga?
A nigga that you just let do whatever you want. Like he just let you do whatever. A honey-do nigga.
No. Just because he's submissive don't mean he let me walk all on top of him. I mean, if you
might.
Into that. Yeah, it depends on the type of dude.
Let you punch him in his nuts. He's a little bitch.
Yeah, but I haven't encountered any submissive men that let me do that.
Some niggas need to do that shit, bro. I mean, not me personally, but...
What's up, my nigga? Can we ever be on the same page?
Some niggas like pain, bro. Some niggas like pain, bro. Like, I like pain.
Some
like,
dudes like pain.
But I don't like that kind of pain.
I don't want to know, bro.
We're not going that far.
But no, like, it would depend on the situation. Like, I could put a kink bag together because kinks aren't really across the board. Like, they're really specific to each person. So it depends on, like, if I'm going to see, like, one of the women that I was involved with him, she was very, very submissive and she was a masochist. So I would instantly have shit in there that would bring her pain. Nipple clamps, pussy clamps, like whips, handcuffs.
It's method man right here.
Yeah.
So what you like clamp the clitoris or something?
Yeah. I guess I'm too comfortable. Like, oh yeah.
That's wicked. I didn't know you do
that. That's like clamping your nuts or something.
I mean, well, dudes like it too.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it would depend on the person. Like, if I have a kink bag for a dominant man, I know the only thing I'm putting in there is anything that would please him. So lingerie, no lingerie, whatever he likes to see me in or likes on me or likes in me, that's what I would bring.
You ever let a nigga put you on a leash?
No.
No.
Would you?
But I was collared. I would. Do not make that.
Well, what's the difference?
Yo, Kiki, don't.
Being collared and being on a leash. Collared is like
sometime.
if you're collared, it shows that you're owned by a person.
Oh, so what a leash sounds?
A leash is just a leash. Like you get on all fours.
All right. So what about if you have a collar and a leash?
You're just on a leash. But if you're collared, that means that person owns you. So anybody, and I've had a white.
So it's a specific collar.
You had a fucking white dude collar you?
No, let me finish. It was like a regular collar.
Yo, my bad, my nigga. I had to move the mic away from
like saying regular.
Yeah. It was just.
New York
you Cardi B.
I love her. It was just a collar. But I had a white dude one day. I was at Brooklyn Fair, downtown Brooklyn. It was like a Whole Foods, like. And he came up to me. I was at the light waiting to cross, and he was like, "I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't offend you, but are you collared?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." He picked up on it. The average dude, especially black dudes, they gonna be like, "That bitch got on a choker." That's it.
Right.
But this dude actually called and was like, "That's the collar, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, it is."
What's the difference between a collar and a choker?
Physically, it's a collar that you can attach a leash to.
But how we know? How we know?
Nah, because you would see the little
shit. Because you're not
shit.
about that lifestyle, so you wouldn't know. Nah, I
thought you had a collar on. I'm my fault.
You paranoid?
I don't know what's going on around here, yo. Yo, wrong. Is a collar on now?
Nah, we ain't get there yet.
And if you do, I say yes, honey. Yes.
Wrong. Is that a collar or not? Yes. Like, I don't know, son.
I'm with it. If y'all do it, oh, high five. I'm with the shit. Like, I'm so excited.
I ain't drinking in a few weeks.
I love when black people embrace kink shit. Like, I'm so here for it. That's why I started the podcast. Like,
Kinkswithkeke.
Yes. Like, I like black
Yo, you gotta get down with the crown, bro. That vanilla shit, that shit trash, bro.
First of all,
you better listen.
Wow, you trying to call me?
You better listen.
Hold on. First of all, you trying to call me a vanilla? A vanilla nigga? That's what the niggas from Ox store say. Vanilla?
You vanilla?
I'm a vanilla nigga?
You a vanilla nigga, bro.
Bro, I'm not a vanilla nigga.
You gotta get with the shit.
Well, me and Josh determined.
So what kind of kinks you into?
He's about a pecan. He's kind of not vanilla.
I'm like a Napoleon.
He's butter pecan. You're butter pecan, salted caramel with you.
Turn the fuck out. Y'all just teamed up on me. Oh, he butter pecan.
This is the last episode that she did.
You can listen to my episode.
This is what I was talking about with this nigga, man.
So,
this nigga just
butter
switched
pecan
sides
is
on me.
not quite vanilla. You got some freak shit to you, but you're not plain. Like, you're not just regular.
That nigga like a straight missionary.
Yo, this is the end of our show, guys. We're gonna thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
No, nigga, we still here.
This nigga right here is, I gotta find a business partner. This nigga right here is going crazy.
Oh, don't do
Yo,
that.
Kiki, I don't know what y'all got in common over there, but I don't like that shit, right? That's why you got me on this side of the table.
No!
I told you, Kiki.
He
Did I tell you?
listens. That's what it is. He
she's
listens
trying
to
call
the show.
She say you listen.
He listens to the show. I'm appreciative.
Yeah, saying you a sub, nigga.
No! Don't let him talk to you like that. Don't let him talk to you like that.
I can sell.
So,
I can sell. I can switch.
Alright, JR.
Yo, he just said he could switch. Let me find out.
JR Smith right here.
I can sell.
Alright, JR. Alright, no problem. Yo, whatever floats your boat. Yo, we missed some
It's not
topics,
for
man.
everybody. That's what I was
It
saying.
ain't for everybody.
Alright, anyway.
Say the movie, dog.
Alright, let's switch gears, man.
Niggas try to jump in.
Kiki,
Yes.
would you date a man with Cash App in his bio?
I don't know. Oof. I had to think about it. Like, I'm sorry I got silent. I'm like,
What would say you went on 3 dates with a dude?
Okay.
You got
And
cash
then
app.
you
You ain't even
No,
know.
and then he finally gave you his Instagram. And
It
you
says
see-
cash
Cash
app.
app.
Guys, cash app. You ain't even know.
I would automatically assume he an IG model, and I'm probably not.
You wouldn't fuck with him no more?
I don't know.
I'm out.
I'm not gonna say like.
Yeah, I finished this show without me.
I'm,
That ain't just crazy.
I'm not gonna say like Cash App.
She's got cash
Yeah.
app all in their bio.
Like I had to like somebody posted one of the podcasts I went on Sophisticated Ignorance, and he posted my Cash App. Like I'm not that type. He was like, "Yo, people want to hear what you talking about, and niggas love it." They was like, "He will really fucking pay you." I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that."
Nah, they gonna pay you to get that.
Exactly. That's why they
You
want
want that
to.
premium
You want that
Snapchat?
Yo.
I don't have
Yo,
a
that
premium
premium
Snapchat for the record.
Yo, not for nothing. Yo.
Yo,
I'm glad
I'm
trying to
figure out. So,
I'm
like,
gonna tell you right now.
is there an actual service or
No.
Yeah,
niggas,
no, nigga.
niggas
There's a-
Cash App and then
No.
they send you
No. When you
a
swipe,
separate snap?
it's a snap. They got they snap, and then you swipe up, and then it says, "Yo, click on this," and then you gotta put your credit card info and all that. $18 a month or whatever. Like, I seen chicks, and I'm like,
Yo,
nah,
women out here really
you-
making money too.
"Oh, yo, porn is free, my nigga. I ain't gotta see these bitches. Porn is free."
But yeah, and people
Porn
love
is free. I'm
people
never
love
paying for
amateur
nobody's
porn.
premium snap.
They want to put a face to the cooch or a face to the dick. Like they really do.
I put a
It's
face
not-
in
they
cooch
wanna
already.
Okay, chill.
On porn.
Nah, they want to see
Chill.
somebody
I
that
don't
they
mean
can
that.
possibly see in real life.
Yes,
I
it's
think that's
amateur
what it
porn.
is.
They are making money
Are you
out
dumb?
here.
When I can go
No,
look at
I'm not dumb. I'm not
Are you-
nobody premium snap.
When I can go look at a chick, I can look at titties and ass. That's probably better than yours.
You gotta be exposed. It's a whole underground world of freak shit you don't know nothing
Yo,
about.
I understand that.
Okay.
That premium shit is trash.
Listen, I'm not with that. Nigga.
I'm
Jada
not-
Fire is my favorite.
I
Exactly.
don't like her.
She's
Okay,
so
she's
nasty.
first.
No, she's just nasty. I just like how
My chick
her
Duvall. What's her name?
face. Lacey
Lacey
Duvall.
Duvall.
That's my
Yeah.
joint. My
Yeah, she down to her.
I don't
Vanessa
like porn
Blue.
stars. I like
fire.
like amateur porn.
So you about to swipe up.
I want to
and-
see some realistic shit. No, I'm
That's right,
not. I'm
but
not
you
paying for nobody.
It's not realistic. They real people.
They real.
Yo,
people, but
Pornhub
it's
is free. I'm not paying for no premium bitches. That I don't care if I can
They
see
might
them.
look at a premium Pornhub, right?
I'm trying to think of
Why? Nigga, I'm seeing all the same bitches for free.
like who's premium that's not out here just like fucking and it's all on their IG like Raquel Savage and
But she out here fucking too.
Glamazon Tiomi. Like she's out here.
But
getting
Raquel
dick.
fucking too.
She is, but she's fucking on Snapchat.
Oh nah, you in the
See,
porn.
I told
porn.
you.
You
You're like
in
it's
the
a
porn
whole
porn.
level of underground
you
freak
in the
shit.
porn. All right, I'm not into porn.
I only know her because she was on
Horrible Decisions.
Yeah.
Yo, I listen to Horrible Decisions and I like they shit, but sometimes I gotta turn it off. I'm gonna keep it pushing, and it's not because it's not because it's too much. I think I got to a certain part of my life where it's like, yo, yeah, I gotta relax.
Why?
That's just my personal opinion.
They live in their
But
best life.
You gotta listen to what these women is thinking and what they say.
Because they're giving you insight. Like,
all right, bro.
Hold
on, time out.
You saying I'm Mel Gibson, nigga? That's why I listen.
I'm fucking with this nigga, man. We can talk. This nigga right here, I gotta cut this nigga off sometime because he's my man, but he be talking some wild shit.
You gotta listen.
That's that Rose Mansion shit.
Rose.
No. You tell me if y'all want it. It's cool. Y'all want? No. I think he wants to Rose Mansion with you.
Why you just put on the spot like that though?
That's what I do. I'm the clown. I'm the clown nigga of the group. I'm the clown. Don't. Everybody knows I'm the clown of the group. Like that's me. But yeah, sometimes I gotta just turn it off because like I think it's like sometimes it be too much. Like you be like, I like certain shit, but all right, all of it.
But they're also into really kinky shit though. Like,
no, they are, but sometimes I'm like, okay.
Talk about what you know.
Like just like I don't know if you seen when I tweeted, yo, chicks with Cash App in their bio, they gotta chill.
And then she tweeted me back.
Oh
she
shit!
tweeted me back. I went to work. I couldn't even get back at it. But I did kind of.
She said something about she spent it on drinks for her birthday.
I did kind of. I ain't gonna front. I follow on Instagram, and I seen that on her Instagram. That's why.
You should put it in her story, right?
Yeah,
or some shit
People
like that.
told me to put it in mine for my birthday, and I wouldn't. I was like, I don't know.
And that's why I said that tweet. She inspired that tweet. I ain't tweet her back.
I mean, it was her birthday though.
But they have Patreon too.
Yo, my nigga, hold on, time out. How many times did you tweet out your Cash App on your birthday? I'll wait.
I don't know. I think I might tweet my shit out.
You tweet your shit out? I'm talking about last year. We ain't talking about your shit.
No.
All right, we ain't talking about 2019. We're talking about 2018. Your birthday already passed. So did you tweet it out?
No.
All right, my point's exactly. You tweet yours out?
But that was before it wasn't a thing.
Yes, it was a thing. It was a thing all last year. It was a thing.
I didn't tweet mine out, but I got Patreon, so I get paid. Like, I'm not getting paid for free shit, though.
Whoa. Yo, Kiki, you don't got to do that. You don't got to do that to niggas. Niggas, we small. You don't got to show us up like that. Right?
You act like I'm getting paid mad money.
Hold on. You tweet yours out? Just yes or no?
No.
I'm just saying.
Niggas
don't gotta tweet their shit out. That's just my personal opinion, and I listen to their show. I'm an avid listener, but certain shit I just be like, yo, I don't gotta cut this shit off.
My Cash App is for bills.
When she put that shit out, I'm like, yo.
And niggas really out here wanting me.
And nigga, you seen it?
She knew she was gonna get money.
You seen it? Man, she posted this shit, and I just said to her, "Happy birthday." A nigga like me, I'm not paying that, and you call me broke all you want. I know how much I make at the end of the year.
That, though.
But I wouldn't do that.
I'm not giving her bread. Unfortunately, a lot of women have realized that sex sells, and you can make
sex sells. We know sex sells,
right?
Because I don't know if you follow the chick Chelsea. What's her name? Chelsea's Way. She's a bartender. She used to be bartender at Lust and maybe some other strip clubs, right? Now she got the swipe up shit. She got a premium snap, and I'm like,
so she out here busting it wide open.
Wow, you wasn't doing that before.
But
so obviously,
people out here paying
their
rent.
You know what it is? Some nigga told her, yo, you can get more money, X, Y, and Z, and she's like, oh, all right, I show my titties, I show this or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, I don't, yo.
Now she getting
not for nothing.
The real talk though, if a stripper do that, I can't. It's the same.
She wasn't a stripper. She's a bartender.
Bitches be
same thing.
No, that's not. Oh, don't you dare! Almost. It is not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. But listen, what I'm saying is
close.
No, what I'm saying is a lot of the bottom service chicks go to another state and strip.
Oh shit!
Don't get it twisted. I went to PA and seen a joint that was a bottom service girl at Sin on that stage busting it open.
See, I'm not with the New York strip club.
I'm like, where you from? She like 183rd and Creston. I'm like, in the Bronx? What the fuck you doing out here? 2 hours up.
Nobody's gonna know her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
I don't know. I'm iffy about strip clubs. So I haven't been to a strip club.
Yo, let's get to one more topic and we done. Yo, Priest is on my jet. Yo, Priest on my jet.
Okay, so there was a relationship contract floating around.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you sent me that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
So yeah, the chick, she was on some shit.
You can't look at single girls. You can't follow single girls on Instagram. You can't go out with your friends. Nigga, I'm out with my friends. Why can't you go out with yours? Like, she has trust. That's insecurity.
What she said? Austin can't come over.
She had more rules in the prenup.
You said Austin can't come to the crib.
That's not a good look. I saw it and I was offended.
You was offended.
I would have broke up with her. Fuck yeah, you're not gonna control me like that.
My
friends can't come over?
Did the nigga break up with her?
I hope he did.
I hope he did. Yo, son, my nigga, if you a honeydew nigga, if you fall all over.
Nah, but you know what?
A honeydew nigga.
You know what? Honeydew nigga, you know what a honeydew nigga is?
Sweet.
Hey, honeydew, you want me to do this? Honey, do you want me to do this? That's a honeydew nigga. Nah. Hey, do you want me to do this?
Man.
Yeah, but you know what? It could be the nigga might have done some promiscuous shit.
Then if that's the case, bitch, leave it. Let me stop.
Yo, my nigga, if
that's the case, leave.
If she ain't find that nigga doing that, he ain't doing that.
But if you're so insecure to the point,
she was like, "Oh, I'll be with you by these stipulations."
But see, that's the problem. Now you're so, and I know a lot of women like that who are married to these men, but they've done so much to you in the past that you're damaged, and you like looking under bathroom doors trying to see if this nigga sitting on the toilet on his phone when the shower's running. No, I will never let a dude get me that insecure. I was just fucking, it's the women.
I do it like this.
Women literally under the door with like a little mirror looking to see if they're
breaking that shit. I'm stepping on that shit.
But my thing
is,
here's my thing. You have to be very insecure in your relationship to even get to that point. A man should never get you to the point where you have to demand a relationship contract. Because if you feel if he's fucked up so much to the point where you're like, you can't hang out with that nigga no more because you're going to fuck up, then chances are you should let him go and just let him fuck up on his own. And go find you somebody that's not going to have you checking his phone and sneaking through his shit and running throughout the house and trying to lock yourself in the closet so you can go through his damn Snapchat. What the fuck?
Talk to him, Kiki. Talk to him, Kiki.
That's bullshit.
Well, he might be flooding her cash out.
Nigga, there you go.
Right?
No.
Wow, he's flooding her cash out.
He might be flooding her cash out.
Okay, then
I ain't with the cash out wave.
Personally, how I feel about it is, if he's flooding your cash app, shut the fuck up.
I don't fuck Venmo, Cash App, Chase,
Zelle.
Okay, so if he's flooding that, shut the fuck up and throw the contract away. Because if that's the case, the only thing you really getting out of this is money. Shut the fuck up and complain. Stop complaining, because he's gonna do what the fuck he wants to do. But if he's giving you money, just shut the fuck up.
That's it.
And I'm not saying that in relationships, but like, if you flooded my cash out, like, I don't really give a fuck what you're doing, truthfully. But if I'm in a relationship with you, I would never be in a relationship with somebody where I gotta give them stipulations. Hence why I'm single. I'd rather just leave you. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't go with this person.
Everybody's not from, where you from?
North Carolina.
Everybody not from North Kakalaki.
I can't, though.
You in this New York swag right now, so you gotta catch up with age. You feel me?
I can't.
You know
I'm sorry, but if
niggas get dumped every day, B.
But if I don't trust you with your friends, I'm tough.
All right, so
you
tough, right?
You drinking that Jack, nigga?
Yeah, you drinking Jack, so you tough.
You tough.
You tough, B. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get on to.
I grew up on bootleg.
You grew up on.
I'm tough.
Alright, so you tough, B.
You
tough, right?
Corn and grain, tough.
You tough, B.
Every holiday.
So basically, you gotta get on the New York wave. You know what I'm saying? You gonna find a New York nigga that's gonna.
She regular.
Regular day.
I
don't like that.
I love it.
I'm done with it.
But Kiki, let the people know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Tumblr. My Tumblr's fucking wild, y'all. If you want some real shit, find me on Tumblr.
I've seen that. I guess I didn't go to school, so that's why I don't really go to Tumblr wave.
But my Tumblr and Twitter is...
Hold on, what's your Tumblr? What y'all doing on Tumblr?
Tumblr is literally like the unfiltered version of Instagram. So you got wild...
on your own podcast?
No, I mean, yeah. But I mean, like, pictures and videos. Like, it's... porn on Tumblr. It's wild ass gifs. Yeah.
You put porn on your Tumblr?
Not my porn. Oh. Like, not me doing videos. I repost things. But I repost
you can repost porn on Twitter.
You can. I tried to do like little soft shit on Instagram and they took my
Instagram now. Twitter you can.
Yeah, but I mean I was just posting pictures of like bondage and it got reported and they took anyway. Instagram Kinkswithkeke podcast because they deleted my original podcast. I mean my original Instagram. Like, they took it away. I'm like, I lost all my followers and everything.
You gotta stop being nasty.
It wasn't, okay, if you see my page now, it's just like that. It's funny memes and, like, occasional, like, lighthearted freak shit.
Alright, preach, we out.
But yeah.
What's your Twitter?
My Twitter and Tumblr is Kinkswithkeke, kinkswithkeke@gmail.com.
Yeah, you probably stop the session.
When you drop episodes?
I drop episodes every Monday. I also have Patreon, where I try to do like twice a month. You can either get like little mini episodes. I have like kink conversations, and I have an episode where I was forcing orgasms on a woman, so that'll be interesting. Okay. Like literally. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we always say, man, you might not like our opinions when we tell you no lies. This is our truth. We out.